Hello, ladies and gentlemen, bitches and bastards, and wankers from all walks of life, and welcome back to another episode of the Krakpot podcast. I'm joined again by my two socially dysfunctional co-hosts, V Phantom and Woz Count.
Hi!
It's me.
And also joining us for this episode, a completely impromptu guest who we literally only decided to have on out of the blue about 2 minutes ago. Please welcome Maya.
Hi.
Even though her name is spelled MXJA, try pronouncing that, but more than welcome anyway. Welcome, Maya.
Hello, and it's pronounced Maja if you want to say it that way. I don't really care.
Maya, where can people find you if they try and look you up?
Well, my YouTube is UnholyMxja, spelled the same way that it is here, and if you search it up, it's very easy to find. And I also have an Instagram, but it's called Unholy Homo Sapien, so yeah. But that's about it.
Is that a racial term?
No.
What's actually physically wrong with you?
I don't know what that means.
You're a Homo
You don't know
sapien.
what-
You don't know what Homo
Whoa.
sapien means.
I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate.
I don't
That's
think you
kinda
should
fucked
really
up.
classify people like that anymore.
Yeah.
I thought we were more open.
I don't identify as a Homo sapien, man.
He identifies as being built different because he's fucking
Are
Are
stupid.
you trying to cancel me right now?
Yes, I am.
Dude.
Well, thank you for
Right.
coming onto the podcast last
Yeah.
second. That was...
It was
Like,
literally
wow.
30 seconds before we started recording, yeah.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, you were the last
Yeah, I
person I
just-
expected to be on the podcast for right now.
Well, fuck it, who
That's
cares?
true!
Really?
That's
I
not
only
that's not an
expected two
insult,
other
it's
people.
fact.
The last person? How am I the last person you expected? I've been wanting to be on this podcast for a
Is
while. I
one-
actually talked to Moo about
One,
it
you're
at
a
one
woman.
point.
Women are okay.
Oh my
There's
god.
nothing wrong with it.
We're
but
not
it's
doing
just
this
that is
again.
a factor. Two,
There's nothing wrong with women, they've got tits. What's wrong with that?
dude, okay, you wanna know something crazy, Maya? This guy's a tits man.
I
Who
am a
the fuck
tits
is
man.
Tits man
I'm a
nowadays?
proud tit man. I
Oh,
like a good
dear.
ass as well, but I prefer tits overall. Is that such a bad thing?
You wanna know what I
Dude,
like?
Ass is
not
way
even
better than
I'm
tits,
a tits
dude.
man.
Ass
Come on.
and
No.
personality.
I agree.
For fuck's sake, Woz.
Alright, personality
Shut the fuck
comes
up.
in like fourth. Ass comes in first.
What's your second and third?
Second, that's salary. Third is tolerance.
Salary.
What, tolerance to drugs
I don't
or
want a
tolerance to
girlfriend
other
that
people?
works.
No, my tolerance to her conversations.
Right, I see. That's a good one.
If she's interesting.
Yeah, so it's... side pedal everything. I'm kidding.
That's very
I love
good.
my girlfriend. She's perfect.
Gotta have
I've got
depth.
actually,
What
this is a
salary do
good
you want a
question,
woman
seeing
to
as we have a woman here. Maya, you know the way that blokes are always like tits or ass? Is there like two choices for women as well when they're regarding men? Or for anyone that's attracted to men? Is there like the tits or ass equivalent?
Dick or balls?
I mean, not
Dick
Dick or
really.
balls?
I mean, I'm into both men and
Okay.
women.
Dick or balls?
Dick or balls? Oh my god. Yeah, so I'm both into men and women, and the only time that I ever bring up like ass or tits or anything like it is when I'm talking
Yeah.
about women.
But is
So-
there like a male equivalent? Is there like cock or abs or like something like that?
Dick or balls, man. That's the only thing we got.
I know that women are really into shoulders, like my mom is, but that
Okay. Shoulders or cock?
but that's all I
Why
can
shoulders?
think
What
of.
do shoulders tell you about?
I
somebody?
heard hands as well. A lot of women seem to be into hands for some reason. I don't quite understand that.
Yeah.
I could explain that one too.
Go on then.
I don't
Explain it.
understand the hands thing.
Explain it.
Is it me? Am I
Go?
taking on the
Yeah,
reign
you-
of hand?
you-
Yeah,
you-
go
Oh
on, you
no,
explain
okay. I thought that was a one-off bit. So okay, women like hands, and even men. I would say men. Any man would like hands too, depending on what the
Skillet.
hands are capable of
I mean,
doing.
generally speaking, I prefer my partners to have hands rather than to not have hands. But I don't really have a preference of how good the hands
That's
look.
a little discriminatory,
Well-
don't you think?
Well, if
That's a
they've
little
just got
fucked
two
up,
fucking
man.
Yeah.
like no,
Yeah.
that's kind of fair. If they've just got two fucking lumps
No.
on the end of their arms, like what can they
No.
do to you other than sort of hit you in the face? It's just a bit shit. It's a bit shit.
Yeah, they can't fight back. They can't argue with you.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can't grope
Keep them-
You're the
anything.
dominant
They can't
guy.
even give you a hand job. They've just got to use both their elbows, kind of thing.
That's what
Oh
a
my
nubby is
God.
for.
Sounds good to me. She only needs 2 fingers with mine. What?
Good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's why women like hands.
Yeah.
Do we have an
So-
actual thing to talk about this podcast, or are we just gonna? This is so fucking stupid.
Do you guys care about women's height?
Not really. No.
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
I'm scared of tall women. I'm a little
Yes.
scared of tall women.
I love tall women. I want them to step on me.
Isn't your
I want
girlfriend
them
taller than you,
short,
V?
but like
Oh my
legal.
god.
Isn't your girlfriend
No,
taller?
we're the same height, and I won't let her convince anybody
Wait,
else.
no, isn't she like an inch bigger than you?
She's like
Taller?
literally almost half a centimeter taller than me, and she won't let me
Oh,
forget
she's
it.
tall.
The way you
So she
phrase that
dominates
was
you?
Count. The way you phrase that is she's like an inch bigger than you. That implies that she's got like a schlong bigger than V Phantom's.
No,
my
no,
God.
mine's bigger.
Okay.
Always will be.
Yeah. Okay. Do we have actual topics for this episode then? Seriously.
Should we get into me being robbed?
Wait, you were robbed?
I was robbed of my property. I am suing the city. We need to find out. I did a police investigation, so they're investigating right now who it could have been. I've been robbed, and the charges that they said I can go for
Just
are
tell the story, you fucking idiot.
invasion of property and destruction of property.
What did they steal?
You haven't
from
told
you?
anything.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
what have
building.
they
I'm
stolen,
building
you
up
idiot?
to what
Tell
they
the story
stole.
the right way round.
I'm building up. God, dude.
He needs
fuck.
the audience
We-
to
You're
know
not
what they
building
took
up.
from him.
You're not
The
building
They-
up.
I
emotional,
You're
want them
telling
to
the
think.
story
I
in the
want them
wrong
to think of
fucking
what
way.
it could be. Maya, what do you
the
think it is? that
emotional
I'm talking-
integrity of what was stolen is insane, dude.
Yeah, Maya, what do you think?
Did
I
someone
s-
steal your
I hate
fucking
you as
Tesla
well.
or something?
No, you want to know what
I
they
wish.
stole?
I fucking wish.
More.
This has
What did they
sentimental
steal?
value. They stole my tree. They stole one of my big
What?
trees. Someone came to my house during the day when I was out. They cut down one of my big trees and they just left. No note, no nothing. So that's theft.
Well, to be
in
fair,
my
burglars don't usually
That's
leave
kinda
notes in the defense. I'm not agreeing with the action, but they don't usually leave a note saying, "Hi, we just nicked all your shit. Lots of love," and fuck off.
opinion. Yeah, but who the fuck steals a tree,
Well,
dog? That's the
don't know.
point.
That's
It is quite funny.
yeah,
though.
that's rough.
Tree
It
burglars.
is
That's
quite
who.
funny.
Who's
I'm very
gonna
sorry
steal
that
a
your
tree?
tree was stolen, but it is still quite funny.
Dude, you know who it probably was?
Damn.
I tell you, Mr. Beast, because you know how like they have to plant trees. They probably stole my tree to go plant somewhere.
I don't know if that's how it works.
How else are you gonna plant a tree?
I don't think they take down the trees to plant them. I think they just plant seeds.
We don't know that.
We do actually.
I-
You know
I mean,
what? I did
basic
not
We see
how
some.
we
basic
planted all those
basic
trees.
knowledge of biology says that we know that you don't cut down trees to plant new ones. Generally speaking.
Elon Musk says different.
That's true. And if Elon says it, it's a fact.
It's probably a fact.
God. Right. Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? Well done. You heard it here first. If you've seen a fucking stolen tree
been
around the
robbed.
Texas area, give Woz Count a ring. His number will be on screen now.
But has that ever happened to anyone? Please put in the comments if your tree's ever been stolen from your property. Please let me know if that you've been a victim of this same crime.
You're gonna have like 20 comments like, dude, I think I found your tree. There's like one
Dude.
outside.
There's like a billion outside. I think they're all yours.
Yeah, I like live in a place where there's trees everywhere. Like, one tree
Yeah, well,
missing
this one
is
was
not a
mine.
big deal.
Okay, hold on. There's a reason you say that, but let me say why this was sentimental to me.
Because he's a pussy.
Well, you can say whatever you want after I say this, alright?
Okay.
It was a tree my grandma grew when she got married to her husband, and he died a few years ago. So I had some sentimental value to me. That's why it's very important that I find
Aw.
those hooligans.
I don't feel bad about what I
Hey,
said.
at
And
least
you can
sad.
say you
It
can
has to
say
be
it's
on
me being a
Earth,
pussy,
right?
but like, you know, huh?
It has to be on Earth, right?
Yeah, it's somewhere on Earth.
That's not that bad of narrowing down where to find it.
Well, it's got to be in America.
I'm
as
just
well.
saying. The universe is huge. So like there you go. You narrow down your search
Yeah.
to Earth
See,
right
the
now.
likelihood of it leaving Texas by now probably is slim as well. So it's probably
Yeah.
in Texas.
That's even like
But,
fucking narrower, dude.
Yeah.
And you said,
I'm
But
sure
it
you
was
can narrow it
fucking-
down.
and you told me that it's a very
Huh?
weird tree, like it's not native to your area.
Yeah, okay, so let me tell you how cool it was.
I mean, it's not really
So,
that cool
Back in the day,
because
I think it's cool.
it just so happens that the tree
I
doesn't
think it's cool.
naturally grow in your area, but it grows like a few hundred miles away.
No,
That's not,
no, bruh. Let me tell you why it's cool.
Bruh.
Hold on. So
I'm
the
Woz
tree
Count.
is
I'm
an
gonna interrupt you by
inverted.
saying, "Bruh."
All right, go whatever. Do whatever. Never mind. I won't talk about it. What do you want to talk about, Moo? Because you just keep interrupting.
Well, I don't know.
me.
I think the guest should choose personally.
All right,
The title
Maya,
of
do you
this
wanna change
episode is
subject?
just gonna be tree.
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 Can we just
do
use a
that.
Tree.
JPEG image as the thumbnail too? Just tree.
That can be the
Yeah,
picture on the
just
TV
trees.
screen.
Or can we just use a font, like just text? Don't even put up a picture of a tree.
It's just a PNG of a tree.
It just says tree.
Okay. But yeah, seriously, Maya, the guest, I think you should choose our first proper topic Not that I'm
I
belittling
disagree.
Woz's tree, but I am belittling it.
I am
disagree.
disagreeing.
I thought
that
the tree was-
I don't think we should give her
I thought the
first
tree was
proper
cool, and I
topic.
wanted to explain what the tree was.
Okay, explain your
but
tree
you
then.
can change
Explain
if
your
you want
fucking
to,
tree.
Maya.
Yeah, explain the tree, please. I'm actually curious.
You have you guys ever seen an inverted tree? What do you think about when you hear inverted tree?
Do you mean an
What do you think
upside
about
down tree where all the branches
Yeah.
come up and then it turns into a trunk?
It
Like
looks
that?
like the roots are the branches, and at the bottom it's a big tree. I thought that was awesome. Like,
It's kinda cool.
I'm really cool into nature and shit. And I thought that was cool. I've never seen one before, other than the one that was here.
Well, you're never going to
So,
see one again.
I thought it was pretty cool. No, they have one there.
Oh,
I think I've seen one
Oh, do they?
before. They took mine, which sucks. And I know you call it a pussy. That I like the tree.
no,
That's
I'm
why
only
like-
joking on that regard. I
I
just
like
like
trees.
I just like slagging you off. But do you
I
think
know, I'm
seriously,
joking.
because
I
you
like
mentioned
your
that there's a tree of the same type nearby. Do you reckon there was like a fuck
Yeah.
up? Do you reckon they accidentally took yours?
Yeah, I think that was what it was.
Okay.
Because there's a tree. The other one's normal. I think it was just like it would grow weird. Theirs. That one's a normal tree. So I'm guessing that's what they were supposed to do.
Right.
What if they
But-
took it on purpose? Because
Yeah.
they're like, that's a cool looking
Oh,
tree.
that's another thing. The police department said, "Do you think it was what is it? It starts with an M. I forgot the word.
A Malteser.
Malicious. If they thought it was malicious that they took my tree, I'm like, I don't think people do that. I don't know why anyone
No.
would do that.
I
So-
don't know if anyone has ever maliciously stole someone's tree. Like, fuck this guy! I'm taking his fucking
taking
tree.
his fucking tree. Let me
Was
cut it
like, did you have to
perfectly,
tell
too.
them? Did you have to tell them like who has something against you? Like, who have you wronged in your past?
They asked
Sir,
me if
sir,
I
can you
think it
tell
was
me
malicious.
what enemies you may have?
So an old lover
we're
of
taking
Woz
tree.
Count's grandmother came back from like fucking Vietnam and found that the love of his
Oh,
life
no.
had married off,
Yeah,
and so he was so fucking
What
upset
the
by
fuck?
losing it that he came round and stole the tree.
Oh
It was maybe, I don't know.
He got-
I don't
he
know
got
what the
fucking-
it is.
This bitch married someone else. This is my
Yeah,
tree.
some dude got rejected by your grandmother.
This
and he got
symbolizes
so
their
pissed
love?
off that he stole your tree.
Well, I'll show them what I think of their love.
Fuck you. This tree.
He was actually one of your grandma's enemies.
Yeah,
Came back.
yeah, it's your
Some angry old
it's
lady.
your grandmother's ex-boyfriend from the Vietnam War.
It's a bottleneck.
Bruh, what the fuck? This is so like specific from the World War II, World War Vietnam.
No,
Bruh, like
World War
War
Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Are you brain dead? Are you brain dead?
It's funny. It's a
No,
joke.
it's not. You're just stupid.
I thought it
Fucking idiot.
all right. Or that's my tree story. I thought.
Well,
that was
I am
kinda
sorry
whack.
to hear that your tree was stolen,
Tree.
but I do still find it quite funny that someone just came to your house and
It is
stole
funny.
your
I'll be
fucking
honest. It's
tree.
kind of hilarious. It's hilarious, but it did have sentimental value. To
Yeah.
It is sad that
That's
your
fair
tree is
enough.
gone.
That's fair enough. Well, I'm sorry
Yeah.
about
We
that.
will miss the tree.
I
Rest
won't.
in
We will
peace,
miss
tree.
it.
I didn't even know it existed until a few days ago, so sorry, I'm not going to miss it personally. But there we are.
I will.
Okay.
I'll miss it. I'll miss it.
What a true friend. This guy is gonna miss it for me because I had
will.
value to it.
Like,
What a cool
Just
guy.
make out already.
rip tree, dude.
We have.
What if I just started like crying on camera? Fucking tree, dude.
Fuck. Ayúdame.
Okay, Maya,
Let me
would you like to
finish.
pick a topic now before these guys start literally blubbering on the podcast?
Wait,
don't
can I
think-
get my other topic out of the way?
Yeah, get your other topic.
Guys, let me get my other one out of the way so we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about.
That's
Wait,
so.
you crying?
Sorry, can I just say that was the most narcissistic sentence I've ever heard from you, Woz Count. We'll just get my topic out the way
What?
quickly, so then you guys can
No,
talk.
it's because
You
these are
fucking
small. And I just wanted
narcissist.
to get to all yours.
Right.
Well, we're just getting rid of
Okay.
it. That's
Okay.
not- it's not
Okay.
like out of
Okay.
the-
Narcissist.
Yeah, let Woz talk.
Guys.
Let the man talk.
Narcissist. Sorry,
you
I
guys
do
think-
continue.
Did you guys go to your ceremony for college of graduating?
I didn't get one.
Not college, no. And actually, it's funny you mentioned that. My girlfriend sent me an email that they sent out like a couple months ago saying for everyone who graduated with I was the first year, but every year from there on since COVID started, like every semester, they're having a big ass graduation ceremony this summer. And I graduated 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. And she's like, "Oh my God, we can finally graduate together." And I'm sitting here thinking like, fuck. Because if I say no, obviously I have to go to her graduation, right? In the audience, or I get to go on stage now. And I did not want to go to my graduation, guys. Look, college is a scam. Just get the degree and get out. Don't.
Facts.
We had a virtual ceremony, which was just complete shit. I don't even remember
They did that.
it.
I didn't show up to that either.
Well, I watched it, but I was so drunk I don't remember it. But we had a virtual one, and then they promised us one in June 2021. They were like, look, we know you haven't had a real one, so we'll give you one in June, and that never fucking happened. But I might get a graduation for my master's next April, so that would be nice, but we'll wait and fucking see. I would like to do one, because I haven't had a graduation. Like, I dressed up in the gown and shit, but I was just at home. I'd like to do one at least, so I've got that fucking
Did you
experience.
do it for high school?
No, I didn't. We didn't. Well, we had like a not really, no. It's not really done in the same way it is in
Really?
America. We had like a sort of,
Oh, wow.
it's called the Debs where we are. It's kind of like a grad party, like you'd all go out at like you'd all meet up in kind of like a venue and you'd have a meal and then you'd all just get wasted and there'd be songs on and stuff. But that would be about it.
We would do that too.
Okay,
We just call
okay.
that a grad party.
Yeah, a grad, a Debs,
Like a grad
whatever.
party.
Yeah, I mean, I've done one for school, but I'd like to do a university one with the, the fucking mortarboard hat and shit. That'd be a laugh.
Yeah.
But I'm not really fussed
I
about
just-
doing more than
I don't
one.
have the patience.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They take fucking forever to go through all the
I
names.
feel bad.
Yeah.
Dude,
you
they
have to wait for
do.
all the students.
And they want to stack up the last like 4 semesters
Yeah.
for one graduation.
It'd take like 6 hours.
Like my girlfriend graduated a year after me, so now we have the same graduation now. And guys, I left that university. I don't plan on stepping back on that campus. Fuck that. They're not sending me back there. They took my money. I'm good.
Would you like a graduation, Maya?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't actually graduated high school yet. My graduation's in the spring, so
Okay.
yeah.
How
But
old are you?
I'm 18.
Would
I
you
was
like?
held back.
Would you
but-
like one though? Like, are you excited for it?
No, I have such bad anxiety. I mean, I'm a theater kid, but
Facts.
I'm not good on going on stage wearing a cap and gown, shaking my
You'll be
fucking
fine.
principal's hand. Like, that
You
does not
stand up
sound
there
like
for a
my
second.
idea of fun.
You'll
No,
have
I
a
just
good time.
don't like it. I know I won't. And my parents are planning on throwing this gigantic graduation party for me. And I'm not down for it. I don't like people. I don't want my entire family to be like, oh my God, you graduated. Because, like, heck, like half of them I don't even see. Half of them live across the fucking country.
There's a
so-
solution.
Yeah, but they're gonna give you a lot of money.
They will give you a lot of money, but there's a solution
Like,
to
a
coping with
lot.
it as well. And it's a solution that I usually incorporate when recording this podcast to help cope with it. Just get really, really drunk.
That helps.
It does. It really does. Can confirm.
I
Like-
don't drink.
You're gonna love your
you-
grad party. I'll
Well,
tell
one
you that.
thing-
It's fun.
Well, I wouldn't say get drunk because it is illegal in the U.S.
Oh yeah, you fuckers are 21,
Drunk
aren't
at a
they?
young age.
That's shit.
I'll just get high.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll just get insanely
That's
high.
also
high, yeah.
illegal.
that works just as well.
No, maybe where she is
No,
not.
I am 18 years old. It is not illegal. I can get my bed card legally, like right now,
So
in the
Fuck
state
is a
of Maine.
bed
You
card.
okay? There's nowhere in the U.S. that will give you marijuanas before the age of 20.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there is. You can get your medical card, your medical marijuana card at the age
Do you
of 18
have a
in the
med
state of
card?
Maine.
Do you have a med card, Missy?
No, but my cousin runs a
So-
So
dispensary.
nepotism.
You
is
just
you're
make it
basically
up.
just flexing nepotism here, Maya. I could get a card easy because my cousin runs it or whatever.
Yeah, I could easily get a card.
Corruption.
You should say it's a joke legally.
Yeah, it's a joke, guys. I'm not actually gonna smoke weed. I've
For
never
legal
once
reasons.
smoked weed for legal reasons.
No, I've yeah, of course.
But I totally have.
Same. I hope no one has ever touched marijuana because of legal reasons.
I'm pretty sure you confirmed
Me
you were
either.
high on the last one, V Phantom. I'm pretty sure you literally opened the last
What?
Crackpot podcast episode by saying
You
you've eaten
did.
gummies.
I
But he's
remember.
old. He's old.
But okay, it's recreational
old.
where I live.
Yeah.
He's
It's
old.
free. Not free. It
He's
costs
dying
money.
I'm
soon.
fine with that. I think it should be recreationally
old.
free.
No
He's-
laws.
Yeah, just anarchy.
But he's old. He's an old
I'm
man.
also old. I'm an old man.
All of you are old.
You are the oldest of the podcast.
Yeah.
Me and Maya are the only youngers.
Yes.
Young people here.
I'm an old
Youngers.
Yeah.
Well, Woz is 19,
Yeah, we're the
Maya
youngest.
is 18, I'm 22, and Phantom, you're 24, aren't you?
I barely turned 19
Yeah,
like a few months ago.
24.
Yeah.
And I'm like Alfred Molina right now,
The
dude.
thing is, though, you actually look
I
your
know.
age, which is the one thing I don't think anyone else in this podcast call can confirm. I don't look my age. I look about a decade
I've been
older.
told I look 15 by
Yeah, you
Moose.
do. You look like a 15-year-old, and I look about 45.
I'll take it. I'm cool. I want to stay
Maya,
as
to
young
be
as
fair, you
possible.
look about your age.
Oh, Maya.
I
Yeah.
do not look 18. I look younger. In person, I have more of a baby face.
Looking
No.
younger is good.
Well, when I
Yeah.
was in I have a fun story. When I was 14 or 15, my aunt works at a college. She's an art professor. And I went and visited the college because they had like this poetry night thing. And she wanted me to join. We were doing henna tattoos, and I'm really good at that stuff. So I joined, and this college student came and sat with me for a little while and just wanted to become friends, thinking I was a college student, and then was like, wait, like, what are you majoring in? And I was like, I'm a middle school student. And she was
Dude.
like, what the fuck?
That's me in college.
Yeah, she left.
All my teammates are like 30. So that's like, I hate when that happens, dude.
Yeah.
What major are you in? And I'm like, oh, it's my first year.
I hate old people trying to get educations. Like, fuck,
I know.
dude.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
just
how
stop.
dare they?
Stop trying to teach
Grow up,
yourselves.
bruh.
I'm already halfway through a
Shit.
college education, and I'm not even out of high school yet. That proves how smart I am.
One of my friends in college is 42 years old, and I thought he was a teenager.
Really?
So it's, but it's weird. It's weird because we have to do group things online, right? But there's a lot of young girls with a bunch of old guys. So like, I don't know. I
Sugar
think it's
daddy
weird.
That's like
Central.
a year younger than my parents. What the fuck?
Dude, you should see this Tinder date I almost went on.
Oh, here we go.
Oh dear.
She was like 60 some.
Oh no.
That would have been hot.
Why didn't you go?
Why did you match with a 60-year-old?
She was
That's what I
60
want.
some.
Yeah, hold on.
So?
Hold on. We're brushing over the fact here that Woz Count matched with a 60-something-year-old on Tinder. Why did you swipe right on a
No,
60-something-year-old?
okay, actually, hold on.
Hold the
let me change
fucking
that
phone.
up.
No, we're not changing anything up,
Sometimes-
thank you. You just confirmed
I'm gonna
that
explain
you
it. I'm gonna
swiped on a
explain it.
60-something-year-old.
Sometimes he just probably swipes
Yeah,
right
sometimes
really
I'm gonna-
fast.
no,
But why do you
let me
have
tell
your
you the
why do
actual
you have your
context, 'cause this
settings
is
that
real, this is
high?
not a
Why
joke.
do you actively search for 60-something-year-olds in your
Because
Tinder?
you never know when like an
Because you
8-year-old
never know.
banger's gonna come
What do you mean an
along, dude.
8-year-old
Look,
banger?
let me tell you something about myself.
Alright,
right
let me
now.
Bro,
look.
you could,
A
like-
hot
Oh,
8-year-old right
8-year-old.
now.
Bro,
Let
you
me
could
admit.
like make hella bank. You could make hella bank off of that.
Hell yeah.
Seriously, especially if they die and leave
Dude,
you their
did
inheritance. Like, what the fuck?
Maya, didn't I show you the messages I had with my mom?
All right, what about a 75-year-old?
Yes, you did.
Would that count?
I showed my mom the girl, and I told her, Mom, I think I just won the lottery. And she's like, what do you mean? It's like, I can stake all her money. And I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. She was starting to freak out. But no, I don't think she broke out. She was like, I don't know if I want an old daughter-in-law or some shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, it was
Is that
weird.
Dolly Parton? Why have you sent a picture?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Dolly Parton is hot.
I would date her.
I would date Dolly
her.
Parton.
I would date her, dude. She's 75. She's got to be experienced.
I
as
would have
fuck
dated
with
her.
knowledge.
I would have dated her when she was like, you know, like back in the 70s and shit. I wouldn't date her now.
60. Maybe when she was 60, but 75
I
too
would,
old.
generally speaking, I wouldn't fancy dating a fucking 60, 70-year-old at age 22.
I would, and I'm 18.
I would at age 19.
You
right now.
wouldn't. You wouldn't try like going on like one date with Dolly Parton if she
I mean, I'd go on a date with Dolly Parton because it'd be very interesting, but I wouldn't be like physically attracted to her because I'm not physically into 75-year-olds.
So if she tried to end the date with a kiss, would you?
Probably
kiss
not.
her?
Maybe.
100%.
Probably not. Yeah.
Really? If she
Are
was
you
like,
kidding?
"Thank you for such a wonderful time. I've never really spent time here, and you really grounded this."
Okay, maybe I
experience
would just so I
for
could
me.
say I
There's
kissed
no
Dolly
cameras."
Parton. Maybe I would just so I
Wow,
could brag.
this
I
was
could just put that on
awesome.
my resume that I've kissed.
Wait, how
Then-
old is she?
You're a tits man. Dolly Parton has the biggest titties in the world.
Yeah, and at 75 they'll be sagging down
Have
to her
you seen her
toes.
titties?
He's not lying.
Dude, you don't think she gets those things
No.
pampered?
Yeah, but like size, I don't know. See, I'm like too big, and
I'm just saying.
Fucking hell.
See, you would kiss her,
No.
and then she'd call
No.
you back, and
No.
then she'd be like, "Hey, do
No.
you want to go out
No.
again?"
No.
But this time,
No.
this time,
I just said I kissed Dolly
I'll
Parton
I
for
can-
the sake of being able to brag that I've kissed Dolly Parton. I'm not into 70-year-olds.
I know,
I
but
wouldn't want to date an old woman.
You're not hearing me.
I'd stick my
You need
dick
to-
in.
You need to hear me.
I would put my dick in her, and fucking dust would come out. It's just
no,
not my thing.
No.
Be
What
like-
if she
oh my
called
God.
you?
It would be
and
like
she was
emptying
"Hey,
a vacuum
second
cleaner.
date."
It would be like emptying a vacuum cleaner.
Old
What if she
woman
offers
pussy's
to
hot,
tour
dog,
you
I'll tell you
around
right
New
now.
Zealand or something,
What?
like something crazy?
Who said that?
Yeah, but this is just sugar mummy stuff at this point. Like, I don't know.
Exactly.
What do you mean exactly?
And you're gonna love it.
Get
It's 'cause
yourself
you don't-
a sugar
you don't know.
mama.
You're
No,
not here. Yeah.
that just sounds fucking weird.
I almost did. Oh my god. I don't know if you all remember, but a long time ago I had a sugar mom
You had a sugar mommy?
while I was dating.
How old were you when you had a
and
sugar
I told her
mama?
about it.
Okay.
18. I just turned 18 like 3 days.
God, they snatched you up,
After.
didn't they?
It was. I have the screenshots. I'll put screenshots later in our chat because it was weird. And my girlfriend at the time was real pissed off that I was.
Yeah, I
milking
don't
the
blame
shit out of
her.
Because like
I
I
don't
would give her a
blame
lot
her.
of
Yeah.
attention. And like, yeah, it was weird. Wasn't interested in the girl I was dating
That's
anyways.
just
But like,
fucked,
you know,
Woz.
it
Well
was
done.
like.
Oh my god.
You say that like say that as
Why?
if it's to vindicate yourself. Like, but don't worry, guys. I was fucking this girl over, but actually, I wasn't interested in her at all. So that makes it fine.
Babe,
Babe,
this is for you.
Babe, don't even worry about it.
What's
I'm
it
not
called?
even interested in you.
I'm just shilling out my body for like sexiness purposes for
Money.
money, babe.
Yeah.
God,
Oh,
it's not real love. It's just all image.
Let me run my life.
fucking weird.
Don't you want this?
But yeah, it
So
was
like,
weird.
okay,
Yeah.
can I ask you how much
But,
money she's like? What did you get out of this relationship?
I did not make that much. I made like $400.
That's
That's
still
a lot.
of
That's not-
money.
In one, was it like one time or collectively?
We only talked for like 2 weeks.
And what did you do
That's
during
a
those
lot of
2
money.
weeks?
Still lit.
What did you do during those 2 weeks?
I will send you screenshots. I was every morning. I was like, "Hello, sweetie. Like blah 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 blah. Hope you're doing great. How was your day?" And then we would go off for like an hour. And then like I made money in
How
an
old
hour.
is she?
You know? Ah shit. I don't know. She looks like she's 50.
That just
Let me
strikes
get a
me as
picture.
like preying off lonely old people.
She's
She asked
giving.
for it.
Okay,
I mean,
but
whatever works.
listen,
Dog.
Moo. She's also giving money to like an 18-year-old, saying, "Hang out with me for an hour."
Yeah.
That's also manipulative.
well, no,
not
that's
just like the
it
other
is.
way around.
It is manipulative. I agree, but it's also like lonely.
Like
as
she
fuck.
knows what she's doing.
Yeah, I know, but that's also like just lonely
Oh,
as
yeah.
fuck. That's just really lonely. And
It is
And
lonely.
it sucks. It sucks. I wish she was married then. But people like crave attention. So like, what am I to
So
stop
you
them?
were just like
you know?
talking to her, just like hanging out with her.
Yeah, it was like, oh, how was your day, blah blah blah, and then she likes to do the I love you messages, and I would say it back. Yeah, obviously
You're like,
it's not
I love
true,
you
but, like,
too.
I love you too. Have a sweet night.
So what we're getting
Find
from this
screenshots.
conversation is that Woz Count at the age of 18 was dating 2 women, one of which was over 50, simultaneously, and he was interested in neither of them.
You're a gold digger too.
Yeah, you're a fucking gold digger.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to help him out. This is, I am
You're a
a love
slut, is
giver.
what you are. You're a slut. You're
And
nothing
I
but a
help-
slut.
I wasn't
Hey,
into
hey,
it.
hey,
I'm
hey.
gonna let-
Moo, do not slut shame people.
I will.
It's very
I
not.
will
Was-
slut shame
the
Woz
The way
Count
you
all I
describe
want.
the things you do, it's always for other people.
Yeah, you fucking
You're like,
egomaniac.
just doing it
I
for
know.
her.
Yeah.
helping her get like love. She wants attention. What am I to stop her, dog?
Jesus Christ.
Listen, it was a mutual beneficial relationship.
Was it though? Was it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
If anything, she got out.
I
She got
made
more out
money,
of
she
it.
got
than him.
attention. I was really good that even my girlfriend at the time was jealous. I was
Yo,
so
She got
good,
what she
dude.
paid for, dude.
Jesus fucking.
She got what she paid for. They pay me, I commit to the
Right.
act.
I came on the podcast thinking about Spider-Man all day, and now we talked about Tree.
Yes, so much.
Was this is
We're
relationship
talking about
with this
old women.
I thought it was fucking hilarious. This started off as graduation shit.
I know.
How did
And I
they
haven't
do
even
this?
said my thing.
Look,
I haven't even
fuck-
Is this,
fuck
wait,
your-
is this really a branch from our graduation conversation?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because remember we were talking about how in my college thing, there's old
We don't need to
people-
recap what we've talked
And then
about
she said-
already.
yeah,
guys. It's
it
not a
branched
fucking
out.
news, bro.
Is that where you met her?
Well, dude, he asked.
I did.
He asked
I
what
did
the
ask the
context was,
contest.
dog. What the
Like,
heck?
Contest.
Contest?
We're having
Yeah,
a contest.
contest.
Yo. But let me tell you all my predicament right now.
And then Maya
Okay,
will
so
finally choose a
2020
fucking
was my-
conversation for the podcast that she's a guest on over
Alright,
30
bruh.
minutes into it. Sorry.
I was gonna
Sorry.
ask her opinion on
Okay, you done?
Spider-Man, but that ship has sailed.
What's your opinion on Spider-Man? We can go on that.
I like Spider-Man.
Hold on, Maya. I was listening to Woz.
Oh, how I'm into Spider-Man?
No, I just saw an opportunity to be mean to a woman, and I took it. Maya, tell
Yeah.
us about your relationship with Spider-Man.
Oh,
So fucking cancerous.
here, look, I'll help you out.
Well,
Maya's a
I-
good
I'm-
friend. She knows. We're all
yeah, I know. I know we're all joking. I really like Spider-Man. I like DC and Marvel and all that kind of shit a lot.
Oh, Maya was sarcastic. We
I
didn't
think
really
Uncle
wanna
Ben's a
get
little
on that.
bitch.
I think, okay, if you actually want to fight about this, we should talk about it next week.
Yeah, sure, fine. But I think Uncle Ben's a
When
bitch.
Spider-Man comes
Just
out.
saying.
Which
Well,
one?
look, this is a guest
You guys excited
episode.
for the new movie?
Can I just say, actually, this is a guest
I'm
episode, and
excited.
generally speaking, guest episodes are a lot longer than our regular ones, so we might have time to do this later anyway. But I do think, honest to God, Maya should pick a subject at this point, because this is her guest episode.
I mean, yeah, if you want me to pick something.
Well, yeah, because that's the point of having a guest on.
Maya, what
you
would
bring
you
something
like to
new
talk
to the
about?
table. Yeah.
What would you like to talk about, Maya?
we can talk about art or something.
Yeah, go
I
for
don't
it.
know.
Well,
Oh,
All right,
God.
pick the subject that none of us know shit. All right, that's
Well, I make digital art, and it's
Oh, that
it's
would-
fun.
Yeah, you said
That's
that.
something I'd
I
like
was
to
gonna-
talk about.
actually,
Yeah.
that's a good
Let
point.
me hear about your digital art.
Yeah, what kind of art? What, like, when you make art, what? See, we shouldn't tell her like, "Hey, pick a subject."
I'll tell you
ask
what.
her questions.
I'll tell you what.
Interview
I've got
you.
an I've got
interview
I've got an
me.
interesting question.
Interview
I've got an
me.
interesting question then that I've just thought of. The last episode we did, right? We were talking about NFTs, and V Phantom made the point in that episode that digital art can be copied very easily, and that's what kind of fucks with the NFT thing. So what would you think about that? I suppose, like the easiness of digital art being copied. Do you argue that the original has got value, or do you think they can be copied super easily?
It can definitely be copied super easily. I actually, I dated someone in the past. I think she's actually on V Phantom's Discord, but she actually stole my art once.
If it's any consolation, I've got an ex on V Phantom's Discord server as well.
Speaking
added
of which,
her
you
willingly.
viewers should join.
But yeah, anyway, so she stole your
I
art.
added her willingly.
Okay.
Yeah, she stole my art and she like traced over it and like made it her own, and it made me really upset. It was like a couple years ago, and so
That's really
I
messed
like.
up.
God damn.
And so I like yelled at her, and it resulted in us like breaking up after like a year of dating.
Wow.
It was not a vibe.
Wait, did she do this without like your
She did
consent?
this without consulting me. Yeah.
Well, that's
and she did
fair.
it to one of our other friends too.
I mean, I know
Yeah.
that digital art is easier to copy, obviously, because of the medium it's portrayed in, but that's still theft, and there's still a certain point where, copying digital art could be theft, I suppose.
There's
I mean,
adaptation,
yeah.
but
Well,
that's just kind of
technically-
like, I don't know.
Technically, Maya, it's not theft because you don't have copyright over it. I'm just being
No, no,
technical.
no, no. I
Obviously,
think that's
it's
wrong.
theft.
Yeah,
Morally.
morally,
I
that's-
think you're wrong.
No, no.
Morally,
I'm
I think
saying
it's wrong,
That's
but-
legally you're wrong too.
Yeah, you
Anything
can-
created is immediately copyrighted.
Yes.
Yeah, you get ownership as soon as you make it. Like your videos, art, that's how it works. Trademarking is different. That's what you're thinking of.
How
What
does
you
that
have to
work?
But that's
register
for a
trademark.
brand.
Yeah, was
That's
your
for a
profile
brand.
picture
Yeah.
on Discord.
Okay, hold on.
Was
All right, but yeah,
your
yeah,
profile
whatever you
picture
say.
on
But,
Discord? I have ownership of that.
Okay, but hold on.
Technically, yeah,
All right.
she does.
You okay?
What you heard it first, folks. Woz
Copyright
Count
me.
just got cucked live on the podcast.
I'm
Live on the
stealing it.
podcast, just got cucked.
No, but
Fucked.
how does that work though? Because I know Brandon re-uploads your videos.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but
But he
he
doesn't get in trouble
deep
for
fries, boosts them, and I don't report them.
you could
So,
argue that's
If you
transformative.
don't report it, technically it's not stealing though.
It's technically transformative because he deep fries it and then bass boosts it and then distorts the entire image.
and puts, like,
so it's
weird-
unrecognizable.
JPEGs all over it, yeah. So theoretically,
Yeah.
it counts as transformative.
Hold on. Okay, I have another question about what Maya said earlier. Is my character and you drew it? How is that stealing if it's you're technically drawing something I created?
Well, technically, you
How does
didn't
that
ask
work?
for it. Mallow asked for it. Mallow was like, "Can you make a piece of art of
So
Woz and
technically,
I?"
I can sue you because you stole my design
I
without
don't
my
think that's
permission.
how that works.
I don't think it's how it works. Yeah.
I don't think it works either the way you said it though.
No,
Because
let
you're
me. Okay, let me.
You have the
Oh my
copyright
God,
for the
move,
character,
like, relax,
Woz,
we're talking.
and Maya has the
Oh my God.
copyright for the picture. That's how it works. So.
okay. Then how come isn't it stealing that you stole my character without my permission? Obviously.
Well, in
Well,
that case,
it was
How does that work?
your
Okay.
friend
Law,
who asked
ready?
for it.
All right, I'm using your picture
are we
in my
hold
profile
on, hold on.
as the
V Phantom,
friend.
you're not
Hold
going to
on, I
read
have-
more passages from the. Why every podcast episode do we end up just reading reams of legal shit from websites? This is so
Because I'm
weird.
Jamie now. I have 2 monitors. I can look stuff up now. It's wonderful.
Fucking hell.
So as of January 1st, 1978, under the U.S. copyright law,
Boring.
automatically protected by
Boring.
copyright when it is created. Specifically,
Oh my God.
a work is
Sounds
created
crazy.
when it is fixed in a copy or
Boring.
phono record for the first time. So basically, if you make it, it's copyright protected.
Welcome back to the watching.
Unless if you're
paid
saying it's
crime
She
copyright
stole
podcast.
from me. So technically, what you're telling me is that she stole from me.
I did not steal from
If
you.
we're because let me tell
No,
you this.
because she made that piece of art.
I took
so
inspiration.
you don't own it.
Okay,
But
Woz.
that's my character.
That's your
Woz, I took
brand,
inspiration
yes.
from your
She
character.
drew art of my. So I can draw the Nike symbol. Weirdly, and then I now own that. That's my symbol.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, unless
Yes.
Nike sues you and tries to buy it out or something.
The point of this
If
is
you try and sell that symbol
we
as Nike, though, that's when you can't do that.
Well, by logic, well, you wouldn't
Alright,
strike
technically
But they
yourself
can't
down.
take you
even
what
by
you,
that logic.
Nike can't take what you made and
Well, look,
make it
it's like
theirs,
free publicity
technically.
for you.
They can't do that.
Okay, wait,
Unless
okay,
they
so this
pay
even
you.
goes back to her situation with her ex. Since then she doesn't sell her art, then with that
I
logic,
used
what you
to.
just said, she didn't technically.
used to.
Oh, did you sell that? Did you sell that art?
Yeah.
No,
Woz.
even
I made
if Maya,
commissions for
I'm pretty
people.
sure
She's
even
got
if
you
Maya
now.
wasn't selling art, even if she didn't sell the art, if somebody else took what she made, actually, did she traced over it? She like copied it or altered it?
She like straight up traced
She like
over it.
either traced over it or altered it. Like those are things that she would do, and she would like change like the filters and stuff on it to make it her own, basically.
Is
She
that
would also trace
transformative?
over it. I don't know if it's transformative, but it was upsetting.
That would you'd have to figure out that first. That would be the question. Is it transformative? If it isn't, then I would I think that's against the law because she's selling something that you created that is yours. But if it's transformative, then technically I think she can do that.
Well, I don't know.
I'm not sure,
because
but I
art-
thought it was unethical.
Because art and videos
But
are,
if she
are
made
different.
it using your art,
Because art and videos are
She
different
basically
things.
used me and this other girl's art and like put it on her own Instagram and like claimed that she was the one who made it. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
And she didn't.
I think it's clearly not satire
It's hard.
or a parody.
No.
It's just
That's the
she
thing.
used your work.
And
to
I would
make it.
assume.
yeah,
And I would assume.
no satire,
I
no
think
parody.
that's legally she can't do that. I think you have to make everything from scratch, like your own.
Yeah, because it's not like there's transformative laws for like making videos and shit, but I would assume it's different for art. And I would assume as well that when this ex of yours took your fucking art and resketched it and put it up, they didn't credit you, obviously, or the other woman who they ripped off.
Oh, no,
exactly.
not
So
at
that's
all.
that's
Yeah,
just,
that's not
That's
good.
just stealing then. Yeah, that's just fucking stealing.
Yeah, but even if she did credit you, you would still be mad because you didn't give her permission to do that, right?
Yeah, I was pissed when I found out, and
Yeah.
like me and this other girl yelled at her,
Mm,
and it
okay.
resulted in a breakup. It was not a fun time.
Yeah.
Okay, I have another question with this whole predicament. Okay, so let's say you remade Nike and you put the name Nike under it. Like if it's okay, well, let's say the symbol isn't there, but it says Nike on it. Does that count as stealing?
You can't.
Yeah.
That's trademarked.
Okay, so technically she stole my art. It's my
The
character. in
Krakpot
this art.
Podcast, episode 19.
has a
3
name on
men
it.
grill a woman over legal technicalities.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying if this was a legal
he's-
thing.
I mean, you're onto something.
Because-
I
there.
think he's onto
'Cause you-
something there, technically.
Because you did bring in the fact that I stole your art, because that's my profile picture.
I
and
thought
you-
about
you
that, and
were
I
like,
didn't want to
I
bring
was
it up
joking.
earlier.
I was joking. I was joking.
like,
Don't sue me. I don't
I know
have
it's a
any
joke.
money.
I know it's a joke, but if it
No,
was
this is
real,
interesting. I'm curious.
I know it's interesting. I'm
Can I
doing this
play
out of
devil's
interest,
advocate here,
not-
Woz Count, and argue something back to what you just said, right? You are currently using
For content.
you are currently using the picture that Maya drew as a profile picture.
Yeah.
And you have been for weeks happily, and now suddenly, because it suits you, you've brought up that it's illegal and all this bollocks. I think there's an argument there. You
I
were
don't,
more than
I don't
happy.
think it's illegal.
You were,
I
but
get-
you,
Actually,
just for the sake of this argument,
don't-
whatever, you've been using it for
Big
weeks.
brain.
You've been happy to use it for weeks, but only now, when someone's mentioned that you could get something out of this, have you started kicking up a fuss about it.
Who the hell am? Why I haven't asked
no,
for
no,
anything.
no,
what
no,
the
no,
fuck?
no, no. He actually, Moo. I think if we think back correctly, I have to think about this because before this podcast, I took some things that alter the brain sometimes. Anyway, I think it was Maya who was saying, Woz is using. And for context, audience, I apologize. I should have said this from the beginning. We're on Discord right now, and his avatar is something that she drew.
Yes.
So that's what we're looking.
We should have
Mhm.
explained that at least 20 minutes ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're still with me, thank you. I appreciate your patience. But I believe she was saying him using it is what is illegal. And I would have to say, since he has been using it happily, I would believe if he brought up an argument saying like, okay, we agreed that I was allowed to use this, then I would say that's fair because like you didn't bring it up earlier. Because there's that time gap thing where somebody's like, okay, you're allowed to use this until I say, which does happen, but you don't state that when you start using something, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not like a rental
Yeah.
period, but then later on you're like, you know what? No, I take that back. Fuck you. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That is fucked
Also-
I
up.
think that's all I had to say.
Let me add something real quick. Mood, you said that I'm getting that since I found out that I can get something out of it, I'm getting a kick of it. This is not malicious, dog. This is just
I know,
if
but-
it was like a law thing.
No, I know. I'm saying as well, in the same context, like a what if kind of scenario. If this had played out,
We're just homies.
right?
I know we're
Fine.
chilling.
just
No,
like-
don't
I find this to be a very
yeah,
interesting
I'm just very
topic.
interested in the thing. This
Like,
is
I'm
not
into
like
this.
no one's mad about anything.
No, neither am I. Neither am I. I
we're
just
vibing.
I just want to put it on record for people listening as well. I'm not mad. I usually am not mad in the podcast. I just sound perpetually grumpy.
This is just
my
how we
accent.
talk to each other.
Yeah,
by
this
the
is
way. This is just
It's
how
just
we
my
talk to
voice.
each other.
Yeah, and this is just how we talk to each other as well. Fuck you, Woz
Dude,
Count.
if you've been listening to the Crackpots, they know by now. They know.
Yeah. We just
This
like
is
to
a
fight and shit.
disjointed podcast.
Very destructive.
Okay.
Wait, so what's the outcome? Who's in the right? Okay, so there's two.
Well, it
problems.
depends on the situation.
Okay,
What-
well, one
what's
thing.
the problem?
Okay, this is the summary, and correct me in the middle of it if I'm wrong.
I will
She made an art
happily.
for someone else that I'm in the art. She sent it over. I was like, "That's cute. Let me use it as my profile picture." What's the problem there? Who's in the right? Like if it was
Both. You're allowed.
right?
Yeah.
Because you both agreed to
Yeah,
it.
you both agreed.
Yeah.
You made an agreement, even if that's just in.
If
text.
anything, she's
Yeah.
also getting publicity through your art.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because people would say,
You say,
what is that?
You,
Who made
you
that?
always say publicity, V Phantom. I've noticed this before when we do
Pl-
podcast. You don't say publicity.
It's
Publicity.
publicity.
Yeah.
Publicity.
Publicity.
Not pl.
Yeah.
Publicity.
Oh, I've heard you a few
That's my
times say
bad.
publicity.
Thank you
It's
for
quite-
correcting
It's
me.
quite funny. I quite like it, to
I-
be fair. It's like a,
Yeah, no,
it's like Teletubby speech.
publicity. Now I'm gonna
The fucking thing.
Just
The,
compare
the
it to
secret pink
Teletubby.
Teletubby. The secret fifth Teletubby is publicity, and he's
Winky.
pink. Yeah.
wait.
Weren't we interviewing
So-
me?
Well,
This all started through your art, Maya.
all I'm saying
True.
is things we
You
tend
brought up controversy.
we
with
tend
art
not to
already.
stick to
This
what we
is-
try to on this podcast, Maya. We were interviewing you, but that was a long
mean,
time
facts.
ago now. That was a long time ago now.
That was like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's- time has passed.
Okay.
We're different people.
I do
now.
have a question for you if we're still going to interview you then, Mike, because you mentioned this before we started recording for like potential things we could talk about. You claim to be, in
Yes.
quotes, a witch. Now I know fuck all about
Yes.
this, so like explain what being a witch means to you, because in my mind it's like someone in a pointy hat with a big fucking crooked nose casting spells and shit.
Well, I'm a white witch, which basically means that I like.
Sorry, there's just a white
All
witch.
right, it's not a race thing.
No, I was thinking fucking Alice
not
in
a race
Wonderland.
thing.
Sounds like a race thing. Do we
It's
need to
not a
put like a
race
trigger
thing.
warning on this?
Oh dear.
No,
Fuck
it's not a
trigger word.
race
Okay,
thing,
so you're a
okay?
white
Is there
witch.
an ancient
It's not a
feud
race
between
thing.
these different
So
factions of
black
witch?
witches or dark witches are like the things that you think about when you think about witches.
Right.
Like they're dark, they use black magic, they use like all kinds of the like stuff that they're not supposed to use.
Right,
Things like
right.
hexes and all that kind of stuff. Like
Right.
bad stuff. Curses, hexes, stuff like that. I'm a white witch, which means I use like mostly like light nature based powers like crystals and tarot cards and
Right.
herbs
Right.
and supplements and all that kind of shit. So
Right.
stop laughing at me, Woz.
You have
And
no idea
Phantom.
what I'm
I can
laughing
see you
at.
guys
I have
laughing.
no idea.
Why are there different types of witches?
Because some witches use their power for good and for benefiting other people,
Okay.
and then some use it for negative things. So that's the difference between that.
Okay. Well, here's a counter statement to that then. Good and bad are very subjective words. One person's good is
Yes.
another person's bad. Adolf Hitler, very extreme example, but extreme examples are usually the best, I find. Adolf Hitler thought that what he was doing was fucking good. You know what I mean? So how can you...
Yeah.
The lines blur, I find, with the words good and bad. So how can you definitively say which witches are good and which witches are bad?
Okay, so with black witches, there's nothing like dark witches or black witches, whatever. There's nothing wrong with it. Like I don't see anything wrong with their powers. It's just personally I don't agree with it.
Right.
Like hexing people, causing like emotional issues and pain in their lives.
How would you hex
I
someone?
don't agree with that.
How would you hex someone? Do you like fucking voodoo
Moo,
dolls
Moo,
or something?
Moo, hold on. There's so many other questions we have to ask and learn.
Oh, I'm
before
sorry.
we
Sorry,
ask
did you
how
just...
a hex happens.
Sorry.
What
I
the-
asked a
There's
question.
so much
you
to
can't,
understand.
You can't just talk over my question and say, actually, we can't ask that question yet because I've got more important questions.
No, Moo,
Fuck
Moo.
you egotist. Fuck you.
I'm just saying, Moo, first we have to understand what classifies somebody as a witch.
Yeah, okay, that's a good one.
Right?
Actually. Fair enough.
That,
enough.
that would be the first.
How does one
Yeah, I-
become a witch?
So a witch is someone who basically just studies overall like witchcraft.
Right, and how does...
Like someone part of like
Do you have to go
someone
to-
who is Wiccan.
Do you have to go to
basically.
Hogwarts or what? I was kicked out of
No,
Hogwarts in
no.
third year for drug abuse. So do I count as a witch?
No. I think that's meant to be a joke of some kind. No. So there isn't like any specific like school or anything like Harry Potter. It's like basically you can, if you want to be one, you can be one.
Right.
But you have to.
So it doesn't have to do with blood?
Well, there's a couple spells that you can do. Basically, all like the first thing that you start out with is getting crystals and stuff. Crystals that you can use them for healing. Same with like essential oils and.
Okay, this
incense
just
and
sounds
all
like
that
some
kind of
hippie
stuff.
shit now. Sorry, but this just sounds like hippie shit now. Fucking incense, fucking natural oils, what the fuck? This just sounds like 1960s.
They do have benefits. I mean, if you think about like Chinese culture and how they do whatever
So-
that stuff is called. You know where like you prick the things in the back?
Yeah.
I don't remember what
no,
that's
I would
called.
agree. There is
Acupuncture.
alternative like Eastern medicine that works. I agree, but that's not witchcraft. That's just
That's
just a knowledge of
Some
biology.
of that is where
Yeah.
it derives from, though.
This would be more herbal. Is this more herbalism than like?
Yeah.
Did I
It's
say
more
that right?
like it's more herbal, but you can like actually cast spells and like do things.
So
What's
what
the
kind of
spell that
cool.
you
So,
can
hold
do?
on. Okay, yeah. What kind
When
of
you
spells
say
can you do?
spell, what is a spell?
Yeah.
That's my first. What do you identify as a spell? Something that's happening, or are you saying? 'Cause
Well, so
we're
spells
going on
aren't
a
just
fine
things
line
that
right
you.
now.
So spells aren't just like things that you say, like you know, in like Harry Potter, where they have the wand and they're like blah 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 blah, and then they like something weird happens. Like
Is it like a ritual?
sort of, yeah. It's kind of ritualistic, but not really. So one spell that I'm familiar with, I'm just using this as an example, is the 369 like manifestation. It's kind of like a manifestation, but also a spell. So basically,
Whoa.
you write your intention 3 times, like what you want. You write 6 times what you like want out of it, like how you want it to go down, and then 9 times you write like what the outcome will be.
Okay.
And you have to do one of them at you have to do the 3 in the morning, the 6 in the evening, and then the 9 at like midnight.
Okay.
And you have to do that, and then you burn it basically, surrounded by like whatever crystals you want, like rose quartz or clear quartz or all that kind of stuff, and you burn it in like this little thing, and that's
Right.
basically what you do. And it's supposed to manifest whatever you want. So say I'm manifesting money in my life, like that.
Okay, I've
supposed
talked
to do
about
that.
I've talked about manifesting before
No.
on this podcast. I've talked about manifesting in my own videos and on this podcast before, and I completely disagree with manifesting. I'm afraid I think it's actually
Moo
bad for you.
hates
I
manifesting.
don't. I think manifesting is very bad for you.
Why?
I think it's just wishful thinking on steroids. I'm afraid, because
He has shit on manifesting so much on this
Because it's
podcast
like-
before,
'cause it's-
and in his videos.
manifesting strikes me as just wishful thinking. Like I want this, I want this, I want this. It's like fucking writing a list to Santa. You know, like
Moo, this is different though. This is a spell.
Yeah,
this
she's
is
a-
not
she's
like
the witch.
somebody
This is different.
manifesting somebody. This isn't somebody putting stuff in a fucking scrapbook.
She's shitting.
She's performing something.
okay.
Yes.
But is there
ritual?
is there evidence for this ritual working though?
I mean, in the past, it's worked for me. I mean, I've used it on my love life before.
But
and
how
it
many
has
times-
worked. Like,
Yeah, but look where you are now.
Okay, but how? No. Even
How many times has it failed?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, what's
It's
like
failed.
what's like the success odds? Like a percentage, so like 60%.
I'm
I'd say
curious.
it's around like 50-50, depending on what your intention is. If it's something unrealistic, then obviously, probably it might not work.
If it's 50-50, right, in terms of like a probability ratio, right, then that's just the same as like basically like nothing. You know what I mean? Like that's just blind chance.
Hey, actually, no. If you had 50% of money to manifest in front of you, that's bullshit. Because that doesn't happen. You have to go to a job.
No, but you know what I mean.
This
Like,
is
if,
like
if it's a
literally manifesting something to appear. I would say 50% is like a pretty good success rate. It's not foolproof. But what is a crazy request? Like what's too big of a request?
like bringing someone back from the dead.
Can you manifest someone dying?
That's a huge request. Okay, all right.
Can you do that though?
I've had a friend of mine. I'm not going to mention names.
She brought him back from the dead, guys.
But this person actually like wanted me to kill someone off, basically. Like said
And
like
that
"Can
would
you
be
do-"
some black magic shit.
That
or
would be
that
some black
only
magic
white
shit.
witch?
That's like
Okay.
not shit that
Learning.
I'm down about. So I was like,
Okay.
maybe
Traces, but go
not.
on.
So, what spells could you do?
Wait,
So I've done.
could you bring back Woz's tree?
Yeah, bring back my tree. Manifest the tree. I need it.
Could you actually?
Bring it
Could
back.
you manifest that shit?
I can try.
You
I
can
can
try.
See,
try.
we're not asking for harm to the ones who stole it. We don't care about
Yeah.
them anymore. We just
Want
want the tree back.
Can you
Okay,
manifest
I can
that?
try to.
Woz,
can
I told
try.
you I would miss this tree
I
for
can
you.
certainly try. I'll have to do it after the podcast, but I can certainly try.
What spells can you do, Maya? What spells can you do?
Well, I've done love
like
spells.
what effects can you have?
I've done love
So
spells
you can
and
make
stuff
someone
like
fall in
that.
love with you?
No,
Have you
Can
ever
we
been
test this?
affected by a spell negatively?
more like self-love, because like you need to love yourself before you can love someone else. You know?
Oh.
That's a really good. Actually, that's a positive message. That's true. You need to put that out
That's
there.
true.
Yes.
You.
Mm.
It's
Because
very
I've had
true.
people come up to me and be like, "Hey, can you make this person love me?" And it's like, well, from what I've heard you say, like you're super insecure and you are down on yourself all the time. If you're insecure and you're down on yourself,
And so
all the
you
time,
don't deserve love. And so you don't deserve love
Then you
at
don't
all
get
ever.
love.
Die
Bitch,
alone.
not
You gotta work
even a
on yourself
spell
first.
is gonna work for your little ass. Like,
Yeah.
Have you seen your face, dog?
So it's mostly love spells.
Yeah.
you're gonna need some
but
Elon ass must solution.
I
over
do
there.
tie in a lot of tarot in with my witchcraft stuff, which I know, Moo,
Okay.
you do not agree with it. I can already tell
Well,
that
I'm
you
a
don't agree
skeptic.
with it.
I'm a complete skeptic. Total atheist, total skeptic, have been for years and years now. So I'm afraid not. But that's interesting. I find this stuff very interesting. I
Dude,
like
tarot.
debating.
I've been there during a tarot reading. I think it's very interesting.
Oh, I've
and-
had tarot readings
and it's
done of
pretty
me. It's
funny.
interesting, yeah.
Like,
It's quite, yeah, it's interesting.
so, like it's surprisingly accurate.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, no, I can counter that, right? Because I do card tricks. I'm a card magician, right? And one tool we use in card tricks is a thing called Barnum statements, right? And a Barnum statement basically is a statement that sounds very specific to you, but is actually very general. So I could say, for example, V Phantom, I look into your soul now and I see that you're a kind and outgoing person, but you're also quite reserved. There's a little part of you that you keep to yourself and you don't show to anyone else. And you could say, holy fuck, that's just me, but that's just everyone. Everyone's kind to people they like, and everyone's got a little bit of them that they keep to themselves. I'm exactly the same, Maya's the same, fucking everyone's the same. It sounds very specific, but it's not. It's actually very general.
I would
You're
disagree
quite
with
My
that.
mom is not like that. My mom's crazy.
Also,
Well-
you,
disagree
Moo,
with
you're
that.
very mean.
But Moo, I was actually thinking the same thing about tarot readings. When you said that, I was thinking like a lot of the things can apply to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like we all have the same struggles, and that's kind of the cool part of it. Like everyone's kind of going through the same shit, at least at one point or another in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now sometimes you're going through some very unique shit, like if somebody casts a spell on you, like that doesn't happen to everybody.
Pretty fucked up.
But I'm just saying.
You mentioned you disagreed
There's a
with
lot
me,
of
then, Maya,
experiences.
on the
We're all
Barnum
the same.
statement thing.
No, I was listening.
Was?
I do
Yeah, I'm
disagree
down.
that it's generalized
pod.
because
Right
I've had
here?
some.
Oh, we can do it
like,
now?
You
want-
want to kiss right
Would
now?
you
Yeah.
shut the fuck up? She's speaking, you
Okay.
assholes.
Yeah, I'm speaking.
Sorry, I was getting
excuse
lost
me.
into Waz's
Yeah.
eyes.
The
I
woman
apologize.
is speaking. The woman is
Timestamp.
speaking.
I was lost in the picture you drew.
Jesus Christ.
I have a question about this picture. Why do I look like a baby?
I have a question for Woz Count. Why'd you keep interrupting me? I asked a question before you, twat.
Dude, because you were very...
I
was
feel
trying to
like it's
explain
oil
something earlier,
paint,
and you kept
like-
interrupting.
Yeah.
Like styled.
But this is...
That's what it looks
But this
like
is
to me.
electronic done, right? Like on the
yes,
iPad or
yes.
something?
Yeah,
It's done
yeah,
on my
yeah,
drawing
That's
tablet.
cool. That's cool.
But the style is like not is it Picasso that I want to say? Yeah, that I think that's the ear ripped off guy. Is that Picasso?
No, that's Vincent van
That is
Gogh.
Picasso. Wait,
Van
is
Gogh.
it?
I meant Van
That
Gogh.
is Van Gogh.
Van Gogh.
I'm so
Mm.
I
silly.
meant-
I'm,
It's very Van
I get
Gogh-esque.
that. It looks
when I
like
look
a
at it.
motorcycle helmet.
I have
I
a
like
Picasso painting in my room that I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't ask.
He was
But
crazy. There's a
Sorry,
lot
I'm
of
just
history
kidding.
on that.
what were you guys talking about? before?
Well,
we
well,
interrupted?
Maya was on about disagreeing with me on something to do with Barnum statements, but then, as per usual, Woz Count derailed everything.
Because I wanted to talk about something earlier, but you interrupted me a while ago, so I decided
Well, I
to
don't care
interrupt.
what you want to talk about. I'm more interested in Maya.
Yeah,
what you're
yeah.
saying, Maya.
10 stabbing with you. Yeah.
We were gonna kiss.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't necessarily agree with that. I feel like there's a lot of things that can relate to like a general like audience of people. But however, with tarot readings, like they can be very in depth.
I've seen a lot of tarot
Like, I've
readings
done-
I've seen a lot of tarot readings that use the fuck out of Barnum statements, both on me and on other people.
I mean, yeah, some of them do. It depends on how in like tune you are with your emotions and how in tune you are with other people intuitively. Because
Yeah, but you have to interpret the card too, right?
Yes, it depends on how you interpret the card, but usually, so people who do tarot readings and have like are in tune with their emotions and are in tune with all of the witchcraft stuff, they're more likely to give a more accurate reading rather than someone who isn't.
So how you interpret the card dictates how. But that means. But surely everyone would have a different interpretation of the card, though. Which means there's no
but
right answer.
It's the person reading the card to the person who's interpreting it, not the
Yes.
person who's getting their question asked. And I did one with her. I will admit, I too am skeptical. Blah blah blah. Oh, science. Blah blah blah. Get that out of the way. But I will say, like, you don't tell them what your question is.
Maya, could you
don't
do?
tell them what you're thinking?
Could you do a tarot reading
know,
on me
they
right now,
answer
Maya?
it.
Could
It's
right
kinda
now on the
like-
podcast? Could you do a tarot reading on me?
I do not have my tarot readings, any tarot cards anywhere near where I am
I
right
thought
now,
you were
but I
a
can
witch.
definitely
Can you
give
do it
one.
yourself?
Okay. Well,
But Mood, they kind of answer your question even though you don't tell them the question, and then you can choose to tell them after.
right.
But they kind of like answer your vague thing, and it worked for me like twice.
What if
Okay.
you don't
Oh,
ask
wow.
anything and it still gives you an answer? Why are you giving
Well, then
me
you're
an
just
answer if I
fucking
didn't
with
ask
the
anything?
cards, man. That's like not okay.
Well, it's not fucking. It's testing it.
Is that like?
I guess it means you're not ambitious.
I'm not saying I've
Exactly.
done that, but like it's been in the back of my mind
I've
of doing
experienced that before, actually. So I was giving a reading to this person that I go to school with, and I was like drawing the cards and everything, and so many cards fell out. Like, I'd say like 50 cards fell out of the deck, and I was like, dude, are you even asking it a question? And this person was like, nah. And I was like, don't fuck with the cards, man. That's silly. Like, that's not something you're supposed to do.
That could just be coincidence, though. That could easily be a coincidence. It's more probable that's a coincidence than he wasn't asking a question.
But I know the person wasn't, because the person does fuck with people. So,
But
yeah.
you know them personally, so that gives you an advantage over that person, so you can make a more logical guess. It's just probability in my mind.
I mean, I see what you're on about there, but no. Just no.
So your only defense to my claim there, which is quite a good claim, I would think, is no. No,
Just
you,
no.
basically. Right. Okay.
No.
We'll let the audience
You're
decide
wrong.
on that one, I think. Right,
You're
sure,
wrong.
sure.
that. British man is wrong.
Yeah, that
Yes.
seems to be
I
a reoccurring theme on this fucking
Have
podcast.
Nothing to say.
Yeah.
See, both Phantom and Woz over here have had tarot readings done by me before. You have
Well,
not.
please, by all means, do a tarot reading on me on the
Fine.
podcast now.
Fine.
Even if you want to go get your
Fine.
cards, I would
It's
really like
interesting.
that.
Fine.
I
Let me
really
go-
think
let
that.
me go grab
Yeah,
my
dude.
card.
I tell you what, I'll go take a shit while you're doing it.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
genuinely
actually,
quite-
I had a pair of, some
Okay, we'll do
cards
it
that
now
were like
then. It's
close
fine.
to my desk.
I
So.
can squeeze them in. I can squeeze it in. It's fine. Let's do it now.
Okay.
Let's do it now.
All right. Okay.
We don't need like face cam for this shit or anything. I assume my internet's a bit shit.
No, not at
Okay,
all.
right. Let's go for it then. Do me a fucking.
I don't
tarot
really like
reading.
this deck that much, but I'm gonna use it anyway. So
Okay, I'm very grateful.
So you have to have a question in mind, Moo.
yes, have a question
okay.
in mind. Think about it. Say it over and over and over again in your head, basically.
Yep. Okay, I've got a question.
And don't make it something
And
stupid.
it has to be a good one.
It has to be a good question.
Yep.
Actual one.
I'll tell. Yeah. Okay. And I'll tell you the question after the podcast. I'm not going to fucking tell it publicly, obviously.
Okay.
Or I'll DM it
Okay,
to you or whatever.
okay.
Yeah.
You should DM it to me while you're on the podcast, and I can. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll,
wow. Okay.
I'll DM it to you when we're done. Oh wow, we started, have we?
Yes.
Okay. This sounds interesting.
Fuck. You guys are putting me under a lot of pressure here. Just saying.
I'm not even
Well, I
doing
apologise.
anything.
Sorry.
Okay.
Don't feel pressured. I'm just very interested by this. That's all.
All right.
Plus, we can clickbait the fuck out of this for the podcast episode.
Okay. So I have 4 cards here.
Hmm.
I have 2 of Swords, 7 of Cups reversed, the Fool reversed, and Judgment reversed. So that should be interesting. All right, let me pull up, because I have an app that helps me kind of like guide the whole reading. So let me pull that up real quick.
Where is this app's credible source? Like, how do you know this app is credible?
I know it's credible because it's kind of the same as like, so there's books and stuff that you can read up on things. This is basically just the app version of one of the books that I have.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And where's the
I'd
book's
rather not
source
get
of credibility?
The book's credibility, it basically just reiterates what the cards mean.
Source, trust me, bro. Okay, I get it.
Well, it's based off of a very popular tarot company, so...
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Source, trust capitalism.
Oh my god.
Capital letters.
Okay, so...
I like capital letters.
What are my cards? What are my cards?
Beginning
What
of
do my cards
sentences.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay,
Jeez,
sorry.
you guys are putting me under a lot of...
Stop saying you guys. I'm not even like focusing on.
So,
Yeah, dude.
it's just the pressure. You guys are so quiet, and it's like, Alright, so I've got 2 of Swords here.
Okay.
So I see that you're kind of like at a crossroads right now. Like,
Ooh.
in some aspect of your life, you are at a crossroads. This is a moment where you must make some kind of difficult decision.
Okay, you're
like
correct.
stalemate.
You're correct, but I would argue that everyone is at a crossroads in their life at some point or at the moment.
I'm not.
Not me. I'm
good.
fucking chilling.
I'm
right now, dog.
I'm vibing
Dude,
right now.
Okay.
I'm way good.
Okay. Well, I'm vibing right now, as you so put it, yes. But there is a decision I will have to make at some point in the future, yeah. But I think everyone's got a decision like that. But okay, fair enough.
So I see one path is an obviously good decision. It has like a lot of balance and equilibrium, and it's a good decision.
Right.
But the other one's less of a good decision. However, it's a very difficult decision to make in your brain because there is no real clear decision at this moment in time.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I see that one of these decisions that you're kind of in between, like the crossroads that you're in between. The other one, like it's very tempting. There's like some kind of like diversion and confusion. Like you have to beware of the things that, like it's tempting, but it's not good. You know,
You're
like
describing.
there's danger.
You're actually describing
like-
stuff for me, ironically, that
What is he
happened
doing
like
back there?
a month ago.
Well, yeah, this could sort of be like kind of a past going into your future kind of thing. So
Okay,
basically,
right, I see,
what
I
I'm
see.
seeing there is that, you know, so there's a story. I'm like, this is what I'm thinking of. There's a story where there's this girl and she goes into the woods and she goes to this cabin and there's this lady and she offers her eggs and she says, if you take these eggs as a gift, do not take the golden and pretty ones, take the regular looking eggs. And the regular looking eggs give her all of the things that she wants. And then there's the other eggs that are like golden and gilded and pretty. This 7 of Cups reversed kind of gives me that vibe. Like there's like these pretty gilded golden eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the regular ones. And the regular ones are obviously the ones that you should choose. But the gilded ones are very much something that you're tempted by, if you know what I mean there. That's just a metaphor, per se.
Okay,
right.
sure. So that's my
All right,
second
let me
card, is it?
find... Yes, that's your second card.
Okay,
the fourth
right.
card is the Fool reversed.
The
So
full reversed. That sounds like a fucking.
the Fool reversed.
That sounds like a fucking smash move.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like a WWE.
Full reverse.
The full reversed.
Sorry. I beg your pardon.
So I see that this bad outcome with the decision could result in you being taken advantage of, your kindness being taken advantage of.
What
I see that there's excitement in this journey. You're excited, but there's a lot of dangers in making this path.
Okay.
This card also suggests that there's like a lot of eagerness towards choosing this path, but obviously deep down that you know that that isn't the right decision.
Okay.
Judgment reversed. I'd see that right now you have a lack of judgment, that you're like, you have a lack of self-awareness. You're feeling like very self-loathing. You're very down on yourself.
Well, that's true, but
You may not be able to
nothing
see.
new.
You may not be able to see the big picture. Like you're having trouble looking into the future and figuring out between these two decisions. You're having a lot of trouble figuring out which one's right, which one's wrong, because you don't know the big picture. You don't know what's going to happen. Perhaps you're being a bit too hard on yourself right now and you need to calm down.
Okay.
basically. You
Right.
need to take some deep breaths and try to think more logically about this rather than choosing emotionally.
Okay.
And there you go.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Very interesting. I would give you about 40% on the accuracy for that. There was some stuff that was very, very good, but then there was other stuff that didn't make any sense to me at all.
All right. Well, I must know what the question is now. If you could DM it to me real quick. I really want to know what you asked. Okay. All right. I can see how that ties in. Maybe I should have drawn more cards. Yeah. Probably I should have drawn more cards with that. But yeah, that's like, I feel like that was kind of like the moments leading up into that, sort of like
Yeah.
me reading that.
Okay.
Me picking up on that intuitively. But
Okay.
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So there we go. We'll see.
That's cool.
We'll see what my future holds. I'll try not to beat the shit out of myself too much, but I can't make any promises.
Yes. Try not to, because yeah, that's not good for you. You
Well-
need to have some good juju, you know?
Do I?
Like,
Well-
treat yourself well.
Well, yeah. Well, I suppose that's a good bit of advice. Treat yourself well, unless you're an asshole.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, do you believe in tarot readings now?
No, I'm afraid I'm still not a believer. But
Jesus Christ.
they're very nice, though. I like tarot readings. They're quite. It's like going to church at Christmas, for the Christmas mass. I don't mind going to church at Christmas because, like, the story is harmless and it's kind of a nice sort of atmosphere. I kind of enjoy tarot readings in the same way. I don't believe it, but I'm happy to spectate and take part because it's kind of nice and it doesn't really harm anyone.
Okay, I mean,
yeah.
you're entitled to your own opinion. I'm not going to get offended because you don't believe it.
Well, that's fair enough. I'm not going to get offended because, you don't agree with my opinion. That's just two rational
yeah.
human beings having a discussion. That's what I like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Different beliefs, that is totally fine.
Yeah.
Unless you're an asshole about it. Like, I had a conversation with someone on this server a little while ago where I was talking about my beliefs and this person was talking about their beliefs, and we just did not agree.
Yeah.
And this person was just being a real big dick about it, so...
I mean, generally speaking...
I appreciate when people are actually nice about it.
Generally speaking, as long as your beliefs don't hurt other people, I don't really give a shit.
Yes,
Is
exactly.
my kind of
And that's
mentality.
good.
Yeah. I don't really give a
Yeah.
shit. I'll
Hold
tell
on.
you that I disagree and think it's brain dead if I really do. But I don't. You're welcome to do what you want. All right.
Yes.
Well, stop making constipated noises. You can talk now.
On that note, because you were talking about that, and I wanted to add this. Did you know the first person convicted of speeding was going 8 miles per hour?
Yes, I did know that.
What?
That is a fun fact.
That is an interesting fact.
Well, it makes sense
Yeah,
because
Why?
it was the early
I don't know
20th
why.
century and a Ford
Well,
Model
it's because
T.
like I guess back in the day it was like.
Why were they going so fucking fast?
I know, fucking assholes. But back in
Like,
the day, like fuck, man.
It's a
you
5
did
mile
not
per
have
hour
to go that
sign.
far.
Fucking respect it. Shit.
And also, new car smell is actually a bunch of chemicals.
Is
That's
it?
what you're smelling. Yeah.
Why? Where did this come from?
On purpose?
Where did this
I
come
have
from?
a new car scent thing in my car. Like, it probably
have
doesn't smell like
questions?
anything.
Is it time for questions?
Well,
It
we can
might be
keep.
time for
We
questions.
can. How long have we been going for? An hour and 12.
Can
We
I
do
add
questions
one
now if
last
we
thing?
want. Okay.
One last thing.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Might have some
This is
questions.
crazy. This is crazy. Did you know
What?
hot water will turn into ice faster than cold water?
Yes.
That's weird. I didn't know that.
It's because
Wait,
there's a lot more
what?
going on, dude.
That sounds
Also-
so weird. I don't like that.
And the one thing I wanted to say earlier about college is that I have 2 college things, graduation things on the same day coming up.
Oh.
And that's the
Oh,
that's
what?
what I want to talk about, because what the fuck am I going to do?
That sucks.
Yeah.
How are you going to do that?
I don't know, because I have my high school one, because I graduated 2020 and we didn't have one, obviously, so now they're doing another one. And I have my college one.
Go to your high school one.
I kind of don't want to go to either one.
Then don't.
Just don't go to either
don't,
one.
Don't.
Yeah, just
I think,
don't.
but they are gonna call my
don't.
name.
There you go.
They're gonna
Problem
call my name.
solved. We've solved the problem for you, Woz.
Just
Next.
don't go.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go to both, either one. But
Just
like,
be free, man.
Yeah, dude. Just
Let me
be
s-
free. I'm V Phantom and I'm a fucking hippie. Just be free, dude.
Dude,
what is
just
your
be free.
problem?
Go back.
I think
What
if
is your
anyone,
problem?
I think if
Seriously.
anyone's a hippie here, it's me. But whatever.
Yeah, I would.
Be
You are the
free, dude.
hippiest of the hippies here. I'm afraid, Maya.
Yeah.
You did just give me a
Get
tarot
wild.
reading on the podcast. You're definitely a fucking hippie. I'm afraid.
Was
Yeah.
take off your pants.
Okay,
Oh, jeez. That's
Maya, this has been so wonderful.
I know. What a fun surprise that you were on the podcast.
Yes, I was happy.
It
to be
literally
here.
happened last second.
yeah, it did. It
We
did.
were like, hey, you want to come on?
I was
Let's look at
like,
these
I want to be on
questions.
this. I just sent Phantom a message. I was like, I want to be on this podcast.
Shall we do some questions then? Because it sounds like we're wrapping things up, and we are at an hour and a quarter. on the recording.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who wants to start off some questions then? Maya's asked like 2 questions because she
Yes,
didn't
I have.
realise she was coming on. So
Yes.
a YouTube.
They're still really good questions.
They're good questions.
So.
So a YouTuber you wish wasn't cancelled, asks Maya, who is currently on the podcast. Anyone want to take that?
Dude, you know, I am a big fan of Onision. I wish he wasn't canceled.
Oh, fuck off.
You know, I've actually never seen. I've never seen his videos.
You should watch my videos on him. They're very
But
good.
I did watch them. The one that I wish wasn't was Carson, because I feel bad for him because he's fucking weird, and he'll probably it's just a bad.
Okay.
Bad.
Well,
Feel bad for
I
that
think
guy.
you'd say that. But he's coming back now, isn't he?
Well, he is back. It's just he's dead as fuck now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What about you, V Phantom? A YouTuber you wish wasn't cancelled? I know mine. Filthy Frank. I know he wasn't theoretically cancelled, but Filthy Frank, he had to leave because he would've
Dude. I was thinking how funny it would have been if I was like Mini Lad. Fuck that guy.
Okay.
No, I wish Leafy wasn't canceled, dude. His chaotic thing, I loved it.
I agree with that,
And he
actually.
also would,
I agree with
his
that.
newer content, he would literally just title it something really mean about, what's her face?
Pokemon.
Pokemon?
Yeah.
And yeah, I admit that's really mean. And he'd make the thumbnail that, but he would not mention her at all.
Well,
in
that's
the
just
video.
clickbait then.
He would literally just talk about business.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's clickbait, ironically.
Yeah.
Which is the weird thing.
Yeah. Okay.
He also did a Factorio video that I found to be really good.
I do agree that he
but-
shouldn't have been cancelled. I agree with you on that one, actually. That's a good answer.
It just sucked.
What about you, Maya?
I liked him.
Do you have a YouTuber you wish hadn't been cancelled?
Oh God, I'm gonna get hate for this. I used to be a huge Shane Dawson fan. I have his merch still.
Ooh, controversial.
I agree.
Controversial.
No, that's a good one.
I used to have. I still have some of his makeup as well. But I used to be such a huge Shane Dawson fan. He recently posted a video and I actually watched it, and I feel kind of bad about watching it because everyone hates him right now. But I actually don't mind him. I don't know. He posted.
He
He
makes
posted
videos
this.
still?
He lives in
He hadn't posted in a
Colorado
while,
now.
though. Yeah, he hadn't posted in a while.
Yeah, he lives in Colorado now, and he posted a video about
shit.
going to this haunted bridge, and it was actually very
The
entertaining.
Haunting of Shane Dawson. See, yes, this is okay. I agree with you. Shane Dawson is a creator that I really like because I really love his new shit. I
Yes.
was all over that.
I used to love his
fucking
conspiracy.
I didn't like his conspiracy stuff that much. I thought it was very padded, and I didn't
I
like
loved his conspiracy
I didn't like it,
stuff.
and I didn't like his Jake Paul documentary for the same reason. It didn't need to
Oh,
be
I
like...
hated.
Yeah, that was so...
I hated the fact that he was like, "Oh, Jake Paul's a sociopath." Obviously he is a sociopath, but no need to fucking point it out. Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm not
to
sure
be
if he
honest-
is, to be honest. The thing that rubbed
When
me the
I
wrong
watch
way-
Shane, I don't think oh, I'm about to learn some real shit. I suspend my reality of belief for a minute, and I'm just I'm just enjoying some fake shit that he's he's just fluffing it
Yeah.
up. It's
I
not
used
real
to
shit,
love.
but
I used to love watching his conspiracy videos. I was,
they're stupid,
14,
you know.
15.
They're just fun.
They're just so silly and
I don't
fun. I
believe
used
them.
to love them.
Okay.
I don't
Like,
fucking believe
he
that
did
the Illuminati is
what,
real, but
what the fuck was it? No, that was Matt Pat who did that. Never mind. Trying to figure out if Chuck E. Cheese reuses
oh yeah, the Chuck E.
pizza
Cheese
slices.
one. Yes.
That's whack.
I mean, they probably do. The only one that was in my state was shut down recently, right before COVID because of it. Because people just stopped going because of that. But I mean, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, I kind of miss him. Not gonna lie.
There's some good answers there. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Thank you, whoever asked that.
It was
Yeah,
me.
thanks, Maya.
Yeah, whoever asked that, but that's not important. What else have we got? Any other questions you like the look of, gentleman and lady?
I think
What
you
is
should ask all of the
catcalling?
questions.
Okay, so
Catcalling.
the worst
Yeah.
cat call you can think of. Well,
What is that?
like a pickup line, I suppose. I've got one.
What's up, chubby cheeks? That's not gonna do it, you know.
Wait, I've been asked one before. I need to find it.
I've got
it's on
one.
a dating app.
I've got one. I put the STD in stud. Now all I need is you.
That's bad.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking bad.
I was sent one recently. I need to find it.
Okay.
1 second. Go around me for a minute.
Go on,
I'll
Woz.
find it.
That's
What's your
that's
worst
more of a
catcall?
that's more of a pickup line.
Well, that's
He
what I
needs,
would define a catcall. Okay.
No, like you're walking. You're a construction.
All right.
worker,
Okay. I'm
cliche.
walking. Oh, so okay. I'm walking by a woman, and I say, "God damn, are those?"
No,
tits
she's
real?"
walking by. She's
Are
walking
tho- are
by
those-
you and your group of friends.
Okay.
who just
Right.
did hard work.
Right.
And
Let me
you're just
fucking
like, "What a
answer then.
pretty lady."
I understand the context.
Yeah.
So I would say, for my worst catcall that I can think of, I'd say,
And
"Hey,
you're
bitch,
standing there, and
shut
she's
the
coming.
fuck up." Jesus Christ. I would say, "Hey bitch, are those tits real?" That would be the worst catcall I can think of. There we go. Better?
That'd be pretty rude.
What about you, Woz?
I don't know, but can I read this one that I found?
No,
on,
Maya has an
Instagram?
answer to that.
It was
Shut
a
the fuck up.
response.
Shut the fuck
No, wait, this one's so weird. This lady said, "I don't get cat called, I get fat called. Fat pig, fuck you, fatty. Thingies like that. Fat pig was probably the worst. The pig bit got me." Like, what?
That's horrible.
God damn, dude.
Oh my god.
Hey, mommy, come here, mommy. Fuck you anyway, mommy, you're ugly. Like, what the fuck are people doing?
This is so depraved.
I couldn't find the one in the dating app, but someone said something to me one time, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious, but I cannot find it anymore. But one time I was at a party, and there was this guy, and he approached me, and he, like, did the lip bite thing, like the
TikTok
like
e-boy
that.
thing. The TikTok e-boy thing.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
TikTok e-boy thing, and
Fuck
he's like,
TikTok
"Hey,
e-boys."
mommy," and he was like, "Hey,
Hey,
mommy,
mommy.
you wanna fuck?"
Hey,
And I was like-
God. That's
And I was like, "I am in a relationship," because I was at the time, and he started crying. It was really funny.
Hey, mommy, he was
That
like,
was like my worst experience with like someone trying to
that's pretty
hit
shit.
on me.
That's pretty
That's
shit.
That
so
is-
funny, dude. Imagine that
hilarious.
kid. Oh, he just runs away like, "Todd, I told you that wouldn't work, you asshole." Just go over there, do the lip bite
I don't
thing.
know if it was.
Call
I
her
don't know if it was
mommy.
a joke or not. But it was
That's
really
what a
weird.
cat call is? That kind of happened to me then. Someone used my
Really?
cat. Someone used my cat as a cat call before.
That's not good.
Well, it
That's
was
weird.
like, because on my Tinder thing, I have a picture of my cat, and I say it's my little baby boy. And then they were like, "Oh, you're such a cute cat. I bet he gets it from his daddy or something like that." And I didn't get it until I was
That
like,
is
"Oh
so
wait,
weird.
I have it as my thing. Oh no." So that was like a real
Yeah.
weird one to me.
I thought you were gonna say, "Hey, that's a cute cat. I wanna fuck that cat."
Can you imagine?
That would be so bad. I have a picture of my cat on my profile too.
I mean, I had a picture of my Tinder profile. I had Tyrone the Tyrannosaurus Rex in mine, and that worked like a charm as well. My fucking T-Rex.
One time I said in a dating profile that I would make people risotto on the second date, like as a joke, and then like 5 people swiped and was like, "Make me risotto, make me
Like the
risotto." And I
pasta?
was like, "No." Yeah, I make really good risotto. It's like my favorite thing to make when I cook.
How do you mess up risotto though?
No.
What?
I only make it like once in a while.
Just what? There's nothing added.
You lost
Just-
me when you guys were first
Okay,
talking
easy
about
question.
risotto.
Risotto's so good.
I used to make egg and bacon tacos that were $20 at school, so I guess they were pretty good.
Egg and bacon tacos.
Yeah, I know how to cook the perfect egg. Scrambled
Oh, that's
egg.
That sounds
delicious. I can
so
do that.
good.
Yeah, dude. I hate the ones you fucking buy at the store that are like overcooked a little bit.
Have
I
you ever done
hate
it with
Oh,
that.
English
I hate
muffins?
that.
Yeah. Have you ever had a? I don't know what it is. It's an English muffin, and then there's an egg, and then there's ham, and then there's hollandaise. I don't know. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do. It's called Eggs Benedict. My
Eggs
mom makes it
Benedict.
all the time.
That shit is
It's
so good, dude.
That shit's bussin'. I've
I
had one
shit
that's like
twice
fried
yesterday.
green tomatoes.
Did you just unironically say that shit's bussin' on this podcast?
Yeah.
Fuck it now.
That shit
Right.
is bussin' though.
Kick
That
her,
shit is
kick her
bussin'.
from the Discord call.
No. No.
Okay, good question here. Most hideous animal you can think of. The answer is obviously Woz Count.
That's
No,
fucking hilarious.
that's
You ugly
mean.
fuck.
I
That
know.
is so mean.
It's
What
quite.
the fuck?
I know, but you know, it's
That's
an easy shot.
targeted.
You got to
That's so
take it.
fucked up. What's
That's
your
just
problem recently?
Hyenas.
It's just an
Hey,
easy
what's
shot.
your problem though? You've
gotta-
been attacking the shit out of me recently.
Because it's funny. Because I love you, Woz Count, and I want to.
Yeah, but
develop...
it hurts my feelings.
It's character building. That's what it is. It's character building.
Hyenas. Hyenas are ugly.
Hyenas.
Can we just talk about how ugly hyenas were? I got stalked by a hyena in a zoo when I was like 5, and it terrified me to my core.
That's a pretty shit zoo if
And-
it let the hyena follow you around.
Humans.
No, it was like,
Aren't they
it was, like,
supposed to keep
following
those
me
things
when I was
locked in
walking
cages?
by.
Okay. Right.
Humans are disgusting.
You think
Are
humans
insects
are...
animals?
Humans are the
Can I
most
say an
hideous
insect?
creatures I can think of.
Did anyone know
If
that?
spiders are an animal, then
Was-
yeah, spiders too.
Well, fuck
I'm
you.
terrified of
Spiders
them.
are cool.
I like
I think
spiders.
I'm terrified of
centipedes.
I like
spiders.
spiders.
Centipedes are the worst beings to be made. Centipedes.
Millipedes are
Oh,
even worse.
dude, that's yeah. Okay.
Or whichever
alright.
one, the most legs. Those are fucking gross. They should die. They
No,
have
whichever
no
one's
reason.
faster, dude. That's the
Yeah.
one.
They have no reason in the ecosystem. They kill just to assassinate things. Sometimes they won't even eat it. They just kill because they want to. Sometimes.
If I saw a centipede in real life, I think I would start crying and spontaneously combust because that's terrifying. No, thank
If
you.
I saw
I
a
don't know why we
centipede
keep
in
'em.
real life, I would literally just be jumping for like infinity. Like I would be like, the less I touch the ground, the better. Just keep jumping. Just keep jumping. And
Dude,
that's all
I
I
would
do.
go lock myself in my car if I had it in my house. I
Dude,
would not come back until
but
someone
you
found
have
and
to
killed it.
kill
Would you
it.
like set your house on fire like arson?
Yeah,
you know?
I don't know. Why do we keep them
What if
alive?
it
I am
survived the
not
fire?
letting it take my
Why-
house. I am gonna kill this
What if
fucking
it
thing.
We should make
survived
them
the
extinct,
fire?
dude, because that's they
Dude, I will
serve
gas it
nothing.
to death.
They serve
Guys,
nothing. You
but,
are.
like-
They ask you to kill them when you see one. That's how
But
bad
Woz,
they are.
Imagine if you went and hid in your car and set your house on fire because there was a centipede in your house, and then the centipede survived the fire. Like, I feel like they have the capability to do that because they're just so evil and disgusting, you know?
So I think they have that. They're pretty good at fire resistant. But
It's gross. You're
Yeah.
making my skin crawl. Can we, like, talk about something else?
well, that's why that's like the worst thing in the
next
world. I don't know
question.
why. We should extinct
No.
those. They are literally. What is it called when they're like the worst for ecosystems that they tell you kill them? I forget what they're called.
Invasive species.
I don't know.
Invasive, not
Invasive
invasive.
species. Yeah, invasive.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No, they're not
Like
invading.
mussels.
They're not invading. They're just murdering where they already live.
But that's what I mean.
I
They
thought it started
invade
with the
into an ecosystem and they disrupt the hierarchy.
That's
of
not
it.
what invasive species are, though.
Parasites.
Invasive species
Parasites.
are species. Okay,
Parasites.
I don't know if it's technically a parasite, but
I thought parasites
Guys.
were like you kill them, they're not worth.
no,
My-
parasites are things that are attached. They like.
The
You know how,
podcast is like this a lot,
Spider-Man
Maya.
gets-
You just have to wait until you can speak. It's just fucking
Yeah, you
depraved.
gotta.
Guys.
I have to go on this tangent. Hold on. You know, like how Spider-Man gets a symbiote, like the black symbiote. That's a symbiote. There's a different version of that called a parasite, where you don't. Whoever the host is, they don't benefit from whatever the thing is getting from it. That's what a parasite is. A symbiote, that's like they both benefit. Peter Parker gets stronger, the symbiote gets to live. Same with Venom, blah, 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 blah. You get it. You know, but a parasite, it's like hurting the host.
Or a real
killing
life
it.
example of a symbiotic relationship. Those little birds that clean hippopotamus mouths. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that would be a symbiotic
they clean the
relationship.
mouths of hippopotamus, so they obviously don't die of fucking mouth diseases. And in exchange, these tiny little birds get protection from literally the biggest land animal on the planet, or the biggest fucking I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the most dangerous animal on the planet. I think a hippopotamus is.
And
Oh,
face
it's-
huggers from Alien, they plant parasites inside of you.
Hmm. Very good. That was very, very educational.
Oh, dude, I hate when I Google something about an insect and then it shows me pictures. Fuck out.
What else are you expecting? It's fucking Google.
Yeah, it's gonna show you what you
Yeah.
want, or what you
That's
don't.
the whole
It was
point of
weird.
Google.
One of the search things was, can I eat a centipede? Bro, why would you eat that
Well,
shit?
they're a delicacy in some.
Who the
because
fuck?
people are crazy.
Yo,
Well,
fuck
in
them
some
bitches,
countries
bro.
like Vietnam and various other countries like that, where there were severe droughts and stuff in the past, people did have to resort to
Or people eat
people had to
cats.
resort to eating insects, and they're still kind of cooked there because people.
Disabled cats?
Yeah, they still do that. They eat cats and dogs.
Well, they
I
do
don't
in
know why
China.
it's
Yeah,
fucked
cats
up.
and dogs
That's
are a
not
delicacy
cool.
in China.
That is
yeah.
just cruel, in my opinion.
I mean, I don't care personally.
What?
Animals.
How
We
could
eat
you
animals
not
in.
care?
Well, we eat animals in the same way here. You've got people that get just as pissed off about eating cows over on our side of the pond. You know?
Yeah, but steak
Well,
is
yeah,
good,
but they
man.
taste
is
good.
great,
Dogs don't
but you
taste
know
good.
what? I love chicken.
Yeah, I agree.
Chicken is my favorite.
I can't eat chicken.
What's your guys' favorite vegetable?
My favorite vegetable.
vegetable?
Yeesh.
Potato.
I don't want to say
Yeah,
broccoli.
potato.
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 Potato
Oh,
isn't a
potato,
vegetable.
potato.
Potato's a
So
starch,
versatile.
guys.
It's so versatile. Roast
Yeah,
potato,
it's
baked
so good.
potato, you fucking chips, fucking, you're done.
Yeah.
Potato.
But potato
I
isn't
think we
even a
should
fucking
end-
vegetable.
Dude,
It's
I
a
really
starch.
like steamed broccoli with cheese.
No, it's not. A potato's a vegetable.
Potatoes aren't a fucking
Ooh, have you
vegetable.
tried-
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Broccoli, rice, and
What
cheese?
fucking planet do you come
Yes, yes, dude.
Dude, we had that at our
I'm
Thanksgiving.
Googling it.
So like
Are
broccoli's pretty up there,
potatoes-
dude.
A vegetable.
Broccoli's pretty good, but I don't like the smell of it.
Potato, you can do so much.
Okay, they technically are a vegetable, but they are starchy, and they are considered a carbohydrate, and most vegetables are
Yeah,
not
they're a
considered.
vegetable
What are you
that has a
talking
lot
about?
of
High in
carbohydrates,
carbohydrates.
but they're still Okay, they're a
You know who
vegetable,
can kinda
but they're
get
just a
fucked,
vegetable that
though?
has a lot of carbohydrates.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, for me, carrots. Get fucked. I don't
Oh,
like carrots.
carrots are disgusting.
I don't mind carrots. I,
I
like
like
carrots.
I
Carrots are
cannot
nice.
with carrots.
They're okay.
I don't
think
mind carrots.
I think carrots are
Parsnips
offensive.
are good. I like parsnips. Parsnips are fucking good. Roast parsnips.
think-
I hate Brussels sprouts.
I
I,
think
like-
carrots are controversial.
I like
I don't
broccolini.
'em.
don't think Brussels sprouts are good.
I've never had that. I don't think.
You've never had
Brussels
broccolini or
sprouts?
Brussels sprouts?
Maybe I have.
Actually, I'm not sure if these are a fruit or a
Brussels
vegetable,
sprouts?
but olives can fuck off. Olives can fuck right off.
I don't like olives either. Olives
Yeah.
can
I don't like
also
olives.
I don't
fuck
like
off.
olives.
Olives can fuck off.
Wow,
Get 'em
all
out.
of us hate olives. That's great.
Yeah,
Finally,
we
I found
finally
people who
agreed on
also
something.
hate olives. Oh my
That's-
I
god.
see what's weird. People that like olives eat them out of the jar.
My parents like olives.
It's taken us
Ugh.
over an hour and a half, but we finally agreed on something, which is olives can fuck off.
Literally.
And we should end racism.
Yeah, I
We
was.
should end it.
I was literally just about to say, and we
Yes.
all don't like
Yeah.
racism.
And we all don't
Yes.
like
We
racism.
also don't like
white
racism.
yes.
Yes.
Any other questions have we got here? I ate 400 chicken nuggets from McDonald's in around 20 minutes. How long do I have left? Not long, my friend.
You guys should answer my other question.
I want
Oh,
nuggets,
what's your other question?
dude. I haven't eaten those nuggets in a
It's,
long time.
Future podcast guests you guys want on, plus dream podcast guests like celebrities and people you look up to.
What does that
like, that's
mean?
the question.
Plus
What-
dream
Who
what
would
podcast?
future
we want on the
podcast-
podcast? Who would we want to
So
talk to?
realistically, who would you want on? And then, dream
Woz.
podcast guests.
Waz, I can already guess one of the people you'd say.
Elon fucking Musk.
Who?
Exactly.
Elon Musk. I would like to have him on, just because I feel like his views are very strong. Like, I love him on the Joe Rogan podcast. But one person I would want is actually I'm like very influenced by them, but I don't know if I would want him on. But I think it would be cool. Steven Suptic. He had a show that won a Streamy in 2017, and I thought it changed up how YouTubers do shit.
I see.
And like and vlog comedies. It was highly what is it called when you do it on the spot?
Like improvisational.
Improvised. It was an improvised show of like vlogging and shit. And I was like, damn, that's fucking smart. And they won a whole streamy with that. So I was like, yeah, I would like to.
Do you
have
know
that
who
guy
I
on.
don't have on now that I think about it as a guest? I don't particularly like him, but I think it would be very good, and I'd have a lot of shit to say to him. Keemstar. I'd have Keemstar on.
Keemstar.
I'd have fucking Keemstar on.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really fucking funny.
Okay, but what about people in the server?
Oh, people in the server, or like people
Yeah.
generally that we could probably get on. I've got some very
Yeah.
good friends on a channel called Spectrosofa. In particular, the main guy that runs it called Jesse. They do a series called Naruto Abridged that I voice in. I don't watch Naruto at all, but I voice for them. Basically, they take the entire Naruto
Yes!
series and condense it down into very like funny, like 10-minute versions of the episode. Really, really funny. I don't know anything about Naruto, and they still make me piss myself laughing. But I'd have him.
I love that channel.
because I've been on his podcast as well, so it's only fair I get him back on a podcast in return. But I'd have him.
I would like to talk to him.
Yeah,
That'd be
we'll get
awesome.
him on. He can be the next guest.
That'd be cool.
I say next. Okay, good.
Do they still do
Yeah,
it?
they do. It just takes like months to make an episode, though, because everyone's got to voice the lines.
I got
Like-
all notifications on for them too.
For the last episode, for example, it took months because they needed music doing for it. Like I did the music for the episode as well, so it took fucking forever to like edit it all together and get all the assets and shit like that. So
I don't think I have anyone's notifications on.
I don't think I do either, really.
Fuck you too, both of you.
Yeah,
I
but-
have both of your notifications on.
I-
I have all
I have
three of your
Phantoms.
notifications
I do-
on.
Phantom,
This is
I have
You
your-
have
bullshit.
I
my
have your-
notifications on?
I have your Discord though, V Phantom. That notifies me when your uploads.
Oh, Oh, I'm
Phantom.
sorry.
No,
You have my
but
notifications on?
I do have Phantom
You
videos.
You do?
You barely fucking upload anyway. You barely fucking
Oh
upload
my
anyway.
god.
I'm working on a video right now.
Phantom, you have my...
2 videos, actually.
I'm gonna cry. That is so sweet. I did not think anyone had my notifications on.
Yes, of course. I want to see your channel grow. I like
I
seeing
have
small creators grow.
only 3.
My favorite thing.
Only have 3 people. Phantom, you are one of them.
Yes.
I do not have Moocake because he uploads too much for me.
Oh, thanks.
Which is a good thing for you, but I don't like.
You don't like channels that are
it's rare
actually
that
productive.
It's rare that I get. It's because I don't like notifications, but it's.
That's
rare
why I
that
don't
get
have them
Phantom
on.
ones,
I don't like
so-
notifications.
I'm
either.
turning off my Krakpot
Yeah, that's we're the same way.
because of both of you.
Fine. I mean, I don't
Krakpot?
look personally. I don't like notifications. If I really enjoy a content creator, I will go out of
Yeah.
my way to check their channel to see when they've uploaded. Like that's what I do with
Well,
you guys, and that's what
What about these viewers here? What should they be doing?
They should hit it because
they should do whatever the fuck they want because they're independent human beings, and I'm not
They
going to talk
should-
down.
No,
They
to
should
don't
hit
listen
the
to him. Don't listen to
notifications
Moocake.
button.
Don't listen
You
to these.
Hit the
Talk.
notifications.
Conform to
Do
my
what you want.
ideals. Conform.
Do what you want. I
Hit
give
the
a shit.
notification bell. Conform to the masses.
Yes, hit the
viewer.
notification. I hit the
Please.
notification.
Well done, Maya.
That's what I did.
Whatever
podcast
I
is
took
amazing.
at the beginning of this episode has progressed further
I know.
and further.
Oh dear. What other questions have we got? How do I unshit pants? A washing machine.
Yes.
There's no unshitting pants, dude.
I don't think there's any way to unshit
Never.
a pair of pants.
You can't.
I've never shit my pants before,
Unless
but
if you're
if
an
I
Avenger.
shit my
Yes,
pants,
you have.
I
Yes,
would
you have.
throw
As
those
you're
pants
telling me
away.
that not once when you were a child or a baby did you shit your pants.
Okay, when I was a baby, I probably
Yeah.
did, but I'm 18 years old, and in my adult life, I could not
You've
think of
never
a single time.
mistrusted a fart.
I don't.
That
I
counts.
can't recall.
You've never scattered your pants, just flour dusted like
Just a shart.
shit.
I can't think of a time that I have done that.
I
I
didn't
shit
know.
myself
Maybe
at
when I
Disney
was
World.
very
I thought it
little.
was a fart.
That's a good.
Fuck.
That's a good metaphor for it. Actually, what was it? Flour dusting? Did you say? That's quite funny. I like that.
Flower dusting.
Flour dusting your pants. I love that. That's quite good.
Oh,
I can't think of
Dusting
a
is
single
a
time in
dick
my
move.
adult life that I've done that. I did, however, throw up all over my bathroom one time and pissed my parents off, so that was a thing that happened. But yeah, my dad had to clean up.
Yeah,
the
but
entire
everyone's
thing.
done
But
that.
that's like the worst thing that I have done. I haven't
I don't
done
think I've
anything
ever
else like
pissed my
that.
pants.
I've pissed my pants before. I will say that I have done that before. I laughed so hard one time at a joke my mom made that I did, but that was like a long time ago as well.
I remember being about 10 years old and distinctly like thinking I was asleep, like I was kind of half awake, half asleep, and I needed a piss. Like I could feel that I needed a piss, but I said to myself, "It's okay. I'm in a dream right now. It's not real. I'll just piss myself." And only when the bed started getting progressively warmer did I realise, "Fuck, no, I'm not dreaming." I think that was the last time I pissed myself. That'd be about 12 years
Never
ago now.
trust it, dude. I don't trust shit in dreams. Dude, I always lucid dream. Like, I'm an amazing lucid dreamer. I know all my dreams. I remember them. Dude, they're fucking awesome. I do whatever I want. But I never trust that feeling where I'm like, the main character of this plot needs to pee. That's
Phantom.
weird.
To be fair, I was
had a
about
dream
10.
that you
I
stabbed me
need to
once.
wake up.
Phantom.
Dude.
What?
I had a dream that you came to my house and stabbed me.
What'd you do to me?
The
What'd you do?
fuck?
Yeah,
I
what did
don't know. You just came to my house and
You
stabbed
probably
me.
deserved it. That's what you.
No,
probably
it was like a random dream where like I was just vibing
No.
in my room, and then we were on a Discord call, and you said I'm gonna come to my house. I'm gonna come to your house and stab you, and I was like, bet. And then you came to my house and stabbed me. It was so
You
weird.
said bet.
But
You
usually
literally.
it's for a
So I
reason, though.
probably joked with you and said, "I'm gonna come to your house and stab you." Shut the fuck up. And you're like, bet.
I mean, then he's
Oh my
got
God.
to do it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it was weird though.
damn it. This. You know
I was
what?
like traumatized to talk to you for like a week after that, but then I did anyway. So it was weird.
Let's get her.
You've got a katana. Sorry, we're just... V Phantom's got his Discord camera on for those people listening to the...
No, you didn't have a katana in the dream. You had like a.
Why'd you have a
kitchen knife
katana,
that
you
stole
fucking
from my kitchen.
weeb? Why have you got a katana?
It's a real katana.
Yeah.
It's not like a
Yeah, what?
replica,
Yeah,
it's real.
that doesn't help
It's
your
actually
case.
really
That just
sharp.
makes you more of a weeb. Why have you got one?
I also.
That's kind of fucked up that you're shitting on the culture.
I also
Yeah, how
have,
dare you.
yeah, that's really mean.
No,
Anime is an
That's
important
fuck
part
you.
of our culture.
I
No,
also
it's
have
not.
a replica.
No, it's
this
not.
one's not real, but it's.
I love
It's a
anime.
red one.
Yeah.
And then
You-
I have this right here. See?
Why are you describing your Like, you do realise...
This is
Wait.
a night
Be Phantom,
sword. This is a...
you do realise the podcast
It's the-
listeners can't see this. We're on a pod...
Yeah,
Woz
look
and-
at this. It's a night sword, dude. It's a night sword.
Wait,
look
Woz
at
and,
it.
Woz and Phantom.
Okay, there's...
Woz and Phantom.
As an archaeologist,
Yeah.
What are
there
your
is no
favorite
such
animes?
thing as a night sword. Night swords aren't real. That's...
I understand, but I'm describing what people would picture in their
it's
minds. If you want the exact make, it's the Assassin's Creed sword from the first game.
So it's
Oh,
not.
that's
So it's
lit.
not even a night sword then. It's just an Assassin's Creed sword.
It's just fuck you.
Why didn't you just call it an Assassin's Creed sword? You fucking moron. What the?
Because it's a generic-looking sword.
Or you...
Okay, guys, I must know. What are your favorite animes? Not you, Moo, because you don't like anime.
I like Cory in the House. Cory in the House is my favorite anime. And I really like.
Dude, that was
I really
so
like-
funny, dude.
I really like World War II documentaries as well. Jurassic Park 3 is probably, up there as one of the greatest animes of all time.
All right, shut the fuck up.
And Seinfeld as well. Seinfeld.
You are
Who could
fucking
forget Seinfeld?
Seinfeld.
The Amazing World of Gumball is another good one. Adventure Time. Tom and Jerry. Who could
Those are
forget
not
that one?
fucking animes.
Scooby Doo. Shaggy and Scooby Doo get a
You
clue.
should
What a
watch
fucking
One
top
Punch
tier
Man.
anime.
I think you'd like One Punch Man, Moo.
Maybe I'll try it at one point. I've got so much shit to watch. I'm so bad at watching things. I'm not really.
Yeah, but
much
One
of a-
Punch Man is 10 episodes
My-
first season. That's all.
Favorite.
really
I've still got to watch The
anime
Mandalorian.
is-
Like, that's how far behind I am. I just don't watch shit. I'm not fussed.
I'm curious to hear what Woz's
Nope.
favorite anime is.
Okay, I'll shut up now. But yeah, Shaggy and Scooby Doo get a clue. Top tier anime.
My favorite anime is No Game No Life. I don't know if you've all seen it.
I have not, but I've heard of it.
I like it a lot.
I thought it would be
I'm
Attack on
I'm
Titan.
a sucker. I love Attack on Titan, but I'm a sucker for sound effects and visual effects.
You know, I just realised
I'm
actually.
really into
Last
that.
guest episode we had, we all talked about anime as well because we had Opalescent on. That's a very curious coincidence,
wow.
isn't it? Yeah. The only two female guests we've had on, and we've devolved into talking about anime.
Anime is great, honestly.
I guess anime is something that's kind of common in people.
Wait, what about you, Phantom? What's
Me?
your favorite?
Oh shit, that's really tough. Because I really like Dragon Ball. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
But I also like Full Metal Alchemist.
Full
brother.
Metal Alchemist.
That's a good
I like
one.
both
I like
versions,
that one.
and I also like My Hero Academia. I
Oh
don't
my
really
God,
have a
wait.
favorite. I like a lot of shit. Like I also love
Domestic Girlfriend.
Stone Ocean was awesome.
I changed mine.
What?
I forgot about this anime. Domestic Girlfriend. Have you guys seen
No,
that?
I haven't seen that.
I have not.
That one's good. I like that one.
What are your favourite ones then, Maya?
ReZero's good.
Sailor Moon and Attack on Titan.
I love
Attack on
Attack on
Titan.
Titan. That's
Attack on
probably my
Titan is so
that's my
good.
third favorite.
Dude, that was really fucking good.
I've heard you
also-
talk about Sailor Moon before.
I'm not gonna lie,
actually, yeah.
I like earlier Attack on Titan.
I also really
It's getting
like.
really funky right now. It's really good though.
I really like this other anime that's like super underrated, but it's like kind of bad, and you guys probably wouldn't like it because it's very much like a female, like it's made for females basically. But it's about humanized countries.
What are you saying about us? Are you saying we're uncultured or something?
It's made for females and it's called Tampon. That's the name of the fucking anime.
No. It's called Hytalia. It's like about humanized countries, but all of them are like very attractive men. And like
Right.
they like reenact like different wars and shit, but it's like
So it's just porn. It's just porn with the storyline.
so there's one called
It sounds like porn with the storyline. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
no,
That's
there's
just
like
porn
no
with the
porn or
storyline.
anything. But basically the whole thing is there's like this one there's the one my favorite one. There's like a couple different ones. There's one where it's like Axis power like during like World War II. And like Germany, Japan, and Italy are all on this weird island. And they
Do
all
they all
like
have they got like a really sexy Adolf Hitler for it?
No, it's like Germany itself is like this like broad-shouldered,
person.
attractive man. But my favorite is France. I think France is very attractive.
So hold on. Just to get this straight in my own head, they categorized Nazi Germany as an attractive person.
Basically, yeah. It's a little fucked up, but it's
That's a
Yeah.
bit fucked up, yeah.
but
Okay,
yeah,
well,
it's
that's very...
it's a good show. I like it.
Have any of you guys seen Future Diary?
I have not.
Oh my god.
Phantom just signaled I have to go like 5 different times, so I don't know.
Yeah, he had
He's
to do
gotta
that.
go to the bathroom.
It's alright, we ignore him. He had to do that last time as well.
Oh, alright.
Yeah. I mean, this podcast isn't particularly well made anyway. Who gives a fuck if one of them disappears? That just means we've got to fucking wait until he comes back to do an outro, that's all.
Lit.
Hey, we're about to hit 2 hours.
Oh, we actually? Fucking hell, this will be the longest episode yet then.
Let's go.
Oh, he's back.
I kind of want to get to 2 hours.
Well, it won't be 2 hours. Well,
Okay.
look, because I'll have to edit this down. And so, statistically, when I edit this stuff, because you cut out, the pauses in between people speaking and shit like that. Generally speaking, for an hour-long episode, if we recorded for, say, an hour and 15 minutes, the episode would turn out at about 60 minutes. Like 15 minutes would be lost. So if we've done an hour and 45 here, I would say this would probably turn out at about an hour and 20. Something like that, you know?
Okay.
Wow.
So to get to 2
guys.
hours, so to get to a 2 hour podcast, we'd probably have to record for about 3. And I'm not doing that. I've got work
What did
tomorrow.
you say, Maya?
Guess who just messaged me and said something very, very mean?
Who?
Fucking Tiality. He messages me and says, "You are ruining their podcast. I hope you know."
How did you know?
Well, he can probably take a guess because he can see you in here. Hold on, I'll
You can see us in here?
yeah, probably. I'll message him back for you.
That's
Fuck
low-key kind
off,
of funny.
you
That little
waste
bastard.
of
Oh my god.
space.
I am
There
not
we go.
ruining your
I've said-
podcast. Do you guys think I'm ruining your podcast by being here? I do not think I
No.
am. I think that I have
Bro,
showed plenty of
we went
entertainment
on and we were
value.
like, okay.
For the
I
live
agree.
tarot card reading alone, I would say you've been one of the most interesting guests we've had on so far.
I
Certainly
just
more
sent him a
interesting.
message. It just says die, and then I sent in a can. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
I
that
said-
means.
I
My
sent
cat
him a
is
message saying
meowing.
"fuck off,
I
you wasted."
apologize.
I said "fuck off, you wasted space." Is what I sent. You know what? I'll tell you what. I'll say this.
toxicity. Dish it
I'll,
back.
I'll say this categorically for the podcast because I know Tiality
argument.
will hear this. Tiality will hear this when he listens to the podcast.
We
and it'll
love
piss
him.
off.
We love him. It's all true.
We love him, but Maya was a more interesting guest than you, Tiality.
Oh!
Yourself.
Fucking
Woman
get
means
wrecked.
bad news. He has this fucking picture with the handkerchief over his mouth and nose with sunglasses on, and he's wearing like that beanie, and he's like, "Woman bad, you know."
Oh, this is so stupid.
It's like the most incel shit. That's funny.
Okay, I think your whole woman bad joke thing, like all of you, is really funny. I find it hilarious. Like anytime
I
someone
don't-
makes a woman
But
joke, I think
please
it's
stop
hilarious.
doing it.
I don't.
No,
I
no.
don't make those jokes. I don't make those
No,
fucking jokes.
continue doing it. I think it's hilarious.
Listen,
Well, I
That's why
don't
we
anyway.
fuck
I
men.
think the fact that you guys made an entire thing called The Kitchen is absolutely fucking hilarious.
Wait, what? Sorry, what?
So,
What?
so Mr. V Phantom over here made an entire thing for us women called The Kitchen.
What?
And
like this
basically
one?
just
requested it,
added all the
first of
women
all.
to it. I requested
they all
it.
requested it. All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just thought the name would be funny to be called The Kitchen.
that's quite funny. I'll give you that. That's
My
quite
cat says
Someone
hi.
is
My
calling
cat's
phone.
meowing.
I have to.
Hello,
take this.
Maya's cat. Is that the one with an Instagram account?
No, my one with an Instagram is named Indy, and he's my baby. But this one's Obi, and
Okay.
he's meowing and making a huge ruckus on the podcast. So if you can hear meowing in the
Okay.
background of my audio, I apologize.
I could hear meowing. I thought it was all the pussy you were getting.
Oh, I get plenty of pussy, but that has nothing to do with it.
Yeah. I tell you what, there's one other question here we could do from Mr. Mallow. What would you consider a good time and what would you consider a horrible time in your opinions? I'm not sure what he means by that. Does he mean like a historical period or like in your life?
It's too
or-
vague. I'm not gonna answer.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's
vague.
actually too vague now that I read it. Fuck that question. V Phantom has gone again, actually. I've just realised he's fucked off again. Oh no, he's still there.
Waves.
I don't know how he heard that actually, because he's unmuted.
Oh, he's on FaceTime with Creamy, I think.
Is he on FaceTime with Creamy?
He's on FaceTime
Tell-
with Creamy.
Right. I'm going to fucking message him now, the stupid cunt. Get off FaceTime. We're doing a podcast, you bastard. Tell Creamy to suck a cactus and
Oh my
hang
God.
up. There we go. He's definitely seen that. I hope he has.
I think my cat wanted to see what I was doing because he's in my lap now.
That's fair enough.
He's
You've
like,
got
"What are you
pussy in your
doing?"
lap, is what you're telling us.
Yes, I got pussy in my lap.
Well done, you. You get some mad pussy, Maya. Well done. Seriously, fucking hell, V Phantom. We can't do an outro while you're on the phone, you twat.
I don't think he can hear you.
No, he can't. He can't. Obviously, he's deafened himself because he's on the fucking phone. I'm just pointing out how fucking insensitive he is. You don't see me just fucking off for a cigarette. Yeah, like, you don't see me just buggering off for a cigarette in the middle of the podcast, do you? But he finds it perfectly acceptable to just deafen himself and fucking FaceTime someone. What a bitch. Yeah. What a fucking bitch.
What if they're talking about something very important? Like, I don't know.
I don't care. Save it till after the podcast.
What if, like, a family member died?
Yeah.
Well, he was laughing,
He was
so I don't
laughing.
think he would be
Oh,
laughing.
hi.
Yeah.
We totally weren't
gonna
talking
say-
crap about you.
We were talking shit.
Listen.
I don't fuck off for a cigarette in the middle of the podcast, right? So you don't just, in the middle of the podcast, deafen yourself and FaceTime someone, you colossal twat.
He called me. He was on.
Yeah, so you so you hang up. You don't accept the phone call. You hit the red button, which means no. You
We were
stupid
2 hours
dick.
in. I thought it was like. I was like, that's okay. I'll step out for a second.
Right. We should probably wrap this up at this point, though. Has anyone else got anything else to say, or is that it?
That is all.
By the way,
I
Moo,
think.
you'll hear our entire conversation too.
I will, because I've got your audio. Yeah, I can't
I
wait.
don't think
for
I
that.
said anything. too
Bro,
bad.
my fucking...
I'll put it at the end of
my
this
mom was
episode.
dying, bro.
I'll put it just at the end of this episode.
He said. Here's what he
That'll be the fucking post podcast for this episode. Just your
Also-
phone call.
Also, I have one more thing to add. You guys should add this podcast to like Spotify or something.
We could do
so
that, I
people
suppose.
don't have
How
to
would
just
we do
watch
that,
it on
though?
YouTube.
I upload
That's a good
music,
idea. That's a good
private.
idea. Same
I
way
upload
that you like
music on
upload
Spotify.
like music
Yeah, how
and
do you
shit,
do
I'm pretty
that?
sure.
Well, you've got to do it through well, for music anyway, you've got to do it through a different, like, you can't make
I
your own
don't know.
Spotify account and upload it yourself. You have to make an account with a company who does it for you, if that makes any sense. So I'm with a company called DistroKid,
That's
and
cool.
for a certain amount every year, I can upload as much as I want, which is a very good deal.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, whereas other companies would charge you, say, X amount for a single or X amount for an album, sort of thing. But they just say for this fee, you can do as much as you want. Just renew it every 12 months. So DistroKid is who I'm with.
The only music I've made, I just put it on SoundCloud, but I don't think we should put our fucking... I don't think we should put our thing on a SoundCloud.
But we could try that.
I used to work with a bunch of SoundCloud rappers, and no, just no. No is all I have to say about it. All of them were trash.
Fucking mixtapes.
They would like play their music during work, like at the end of my shift. I worked at a fucking ice cream shop, mind you. That was only
That's
a
weird.
seasonal job. These guys were like 20-something-year-old men, and all of them would play their fucking SoundCloud raps at the end of the
That's pretty
shift, and it was the most annoying shit ever. When we were shutting everything down, it was like on this big speaker. It was awful.
As someone who
Absolutely
mixes and masters
awful.
As someone
music
that's
quite
only
well
made
and
4
has done
songs,
for about
that's
11
weird.
years now, I can categorically say 90% of all that shit is awful.
And that's how you unshit pants, dude.
It was awful.
And that's
Right?
how you unshit your pants. We've answered the question. Thank you
That is
very
how
much
you
for
unshit
tuning into the
pants.
Krakpot podcast. You now know how to unshit your pants, ladies and gentlemen.
I feel like the entire
Yeah.
thing was.
It was
just
that was
leading up
actually
to
that was
how to
actually
unshit
my
your pants,
question
you know?
for the tarot reading. I didn't tell you, but that was my question for the tarot reading. How do I unshit my pants? And that's the big decision that I've got to make in my life. Do I shit my
Really?
pants and leave them shit, or do I shit my pants and then unshit?
Well, let's wrap it up.
Bro.
Well, I wanted to say thank you
I'll
guys.
compress it.
I wanted to say thank you guys for having me on. I
This
appreciate
was a
it.
fun
And thank you
surprise.
for coming on. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
You've been a brilliant guest. Yeah.
Yes.
This was a fun surprise.
It
Yeah.
was,
Very
it was,
last
it
minute,
was
but
a good
awesome.
treat. It was a good treat.
Shill your links again quickly. Shill them again.
UnholyMxja on YouTube, Unholy Homo Sapien on Instagram, and I'm pretty sure it's UnholyMxja on Twitter as well.
There will be links in the description.
Yes.
Wait, hold on.
Shit,
Before we end it.
Poo-poo.
Fuck you.
Yes.
We gotta
Pee-pee
get this in.
poo-poo, dude.
Pee-pee
Pee pee
Oh.
poo poo.
We gotta get it in.
I totally forgot about pee-pee poo-poo.
We almost
Pee-pee
forgot.
Can we please wrap this up?
Let's
Kill
talk about
me.
Marvel for an hour.
We love
I've
you.
got so much editing work, you
And I
fucks.
miss you.
Fuck you all. I hope you die slowly.
Yes! Is it,
Okay,
wait,
just
is it
get the
okay?
fucking
All right,
post-podcast
wait,
shit out
do-
the way now, would you?
I
Did,
think we're the only ones
did
that
we
got
do a
that.
proper outro?
Just do it. Just get it out of the way
post-podcast
already.
Wait, we have to do-
Yeah,
we have
I
to do
don't
the
know. Who
outro
cares? When do we ever do
Yeah,
a
we have
proper
to do the
outro?
outro.
When have we ever done a proper outro? Just fucking get it over with.
Hello? Hey. See, I'm I'm on a podcast right now. They can't hear us. They can't see us. Well, they can see you. Yeah, they can clearly. You're very clearly in the image. Moocake messaged me. Let's see what it says. Get off FaceTime. We're doing a podcast, you bastard.
Help, I'm balding. Help. Please help. Please,
He
God,
says,
help me.
suck a cactus and hang up. Well, we are almost done.
Can I join the podcast?
You'd have to record your own audio. That's the thing.
Oh, so what I say won't be heard by the audience.
Yeah.
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 Never mind, I'm not interested then.
Yeah. We're like 2 hours in, but we can get you on the next one if you want. I have to go, but we're almost done.
Alright.
All right.
Sayonara.
Safe travels.